begin the countdown to kick off for our featured game. We're joined by Edco football coach Alex Hanna. Coach, your team 10-1, a quarterfinalist in the 8-man tournament last year. Let's talk about, first off, who's back for the Vikings this season.
Well, we're returning a decent amount of our squad from last year. You know, we lost 5 seniors, and you can't replace the 5 guys that we lost. They were all outstanding football players, but we're bringing back 5 of our starters, 8 returning letter winners. So I think we have a pretty good core returning, obviously starting with quarterback Jack Steger. He was an all-state player last year, a junior. Our entire line is back. Keegan Stelkin, Ben Pierschbacher, Brady Tyne, Connor Balls. Those 4 were our guys up front, so we have all 4 of them back. Jaden Miller, more of a defensive player than an offensive player last year, is back with us. And then we also bring back Dace Arthur, who had some time on defense for us. So going to bring back quite a few guys, and I think we have some guys that'll step up and fill some spots for us. So,
all right, let's talk about some of those individuals. Who do you expect to step in for you guys this year?
New faces per se. Carter Knipper is going to be one. He'll probably be our tailback and corner for us. Very fast young man. A little bit different runner than Carson Ingalls was last year. He's a little bit more of a home run hitter. Carson was a lot better, kind of between the tackles, bouncing around. But he didn't always break free as much. Carter's going to be quite a bit faster, and he's going to hit a home run a lot more often, I think. Dace Arthur is going to be playing wide receiver and corner for us this year. Dace has really improved. Great hands, can really jump, knows football well. Jaden Miller is going to take a much bigger role on offense for us as well this year at wide receiver. He obviously was our leading tackler on defense last year, but we were just so explosive at wide receiver, he didn't see the field a whole lot. So he's going to be kind of our number 1, and Dace will probably be our number 1A at wide receiver. But those 3 skill positions are the big ones on offense that we'll see.
All right, now turning our attention to the season opener, you take on Clarksville. It's how you opened the season last year. What do you know about them?
Yeah, their makeup should be pretty similar to what they were last year. They're going to come out double tight, and they're going to line up 3 guys in the backfield and kind of run the ball right at you. Obviously, the focal point is the Moon kid, outstanding running back, carrying a football. He plays the quarterback position, but he's really a big running back. So he's the guy you got to stop. If you're not prepared to tackle, you're not prepared to stay low. They'll run over top of you. So we got to be prepared for that physicality in week 1. I think we probably have some advantages on the edge. We're going to be a little faster than they are, most likely, probably a little more athletic, but they definitely will be tough between the tackles for us to stop. So, we just got to be ready to be gritty and get up and continue to make tackles over and over again, and I think we like the matchup, though.
All right, so you mentioned defensively there. Offensively, what do you want to see out of your team here in week 1?
So we've tweaked our offense just a little bit. I won't get into too much detail, but basically we're looking to be a little bit more efficient this year, throwing the football. Last year we were really explosive throwing the ball, but we weren't very efficient. So this year we're looking to do a little bit more of, hey, let's just take what the defense gives us. We're going to be okay with 5, 6, 7-yard gains whenever we throw it, and we're going to take those shorter plays. Last year we kind of got a little deep ball happy with as fast as we were on the edge, and Jack's being a brand new quarterback. We've worked a lot this year on Jack's understanding defenses and timing and when to get rid of the ball. So we'll still be balanced on offense. We'll still throw the ball. We'll still run the ball effectively both ways, but we're going to add a couple wrinkles this year. I think that'll make us a little more dynamic.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thanks, Dan.
Yes, Edco football coach Alex Hanna on his Viking program. The countdown to kickoff continues after this.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport is your chance to support local restaurants, local farmers, and local beef all summer long. Pick up a passport and visit participating stops like Backwoods Bar and Grill, TD Sports Bar, and Gunda Roadhouse to enjoy featured beef items and collect stamps for prize entries. New this year, a digital passport option, a farmer's market stop, and no minimum number of stamps required to win. The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport runs now through August 31st.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhag, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Bloom's Flowers, Gifts, and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Hochschild Logging in Farmersburg, Rockflyer Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. We continue the countdown to kick off our featured game. We're joined by Clarksville football coach Darren Bolin. Coach, our team 7-3 a season to go, a postseason team. Let's talk about first off who's back for the Indians this season.
Well, you know, we got Nathan Moon. He's back. He's been our starting quarterback for the last 2 years. And he had over 2,000 yards rushing last year, so he's kind of our key guy. And then we got Tommy Barnett, starting lineman, and Harley Barnett, his younger brother, starts at tight end, and then Briggs Hoosier started at tight end too. So we got 3 of the 5 linemen back, and we got a couple guys that are going to be filling in pretty nicely. So, you know, those are our key guys that we're going to be looking at. All
right, let's talk about maybe some kids you expect to step into bigger roles for you this year.
Yeah, you know, on the line we had 2 positions to fill, and we expect Draven Capper. He's going to be a junior. He's got good footwork, and Parker Lemke. He's going to be a sophomore, and he's big and he's quick. We're expecting a lot from those guys, and then Bowden Miller. He started last year too, but we're expecting a bigger role from him as far as running the ball a little bit more, and so those are going to be our key guys that we're going to be relying on.
All right, turning our attention to Edgewood Colesburg. What do you know about the Vikings?
Well, you know, they've been pretty successful the last decade, and they got a really good running back, quarterback type guy that we like to have on our team. You know, he's fast, he can throw the ball, and he's strong. So he caused us a lot of problems last year, and I imagine he's going to be a little bit better this year.
All right, as far as keys in a ball game for Clarksville, what do the Indians have to do?
We just have to contain the Stager kid and make them earn every yard that they get. You know, last year on defense we were not very good, but this year's been our focus, so we just got to contain that quarterback.
All right, let's talk about the district. I know this is a non-district ball game, but who do you see in your guys' district as being the teams to compete with?
Well, it's going to be Gladbrook Rhinebeck. They're probably going to be the favorite again. They got a great program. And then, I went, North Tama is going to be a team that you got to look out for because they got some pretty good athletes there. And they're always, they got a storied program too. So you got to watch out for those guys.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game tonight. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Clarksville football coach Darren Bolin and his Indian team. The countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Need a little pick-me-up? Make your next stop the Store Romaine Coffee Bar in Monona. Whether you're craving a perfectly crafted coffee or one of our refreshing, flavor-packed Lotus energy drinks, we've got something to brighten your day. And don't just grab your drink and go. Take a look around. The Store Romaine is filled with unique gifts, beautiful home decor, seasonal finds, and plenty of reasons to treat yourself. So come sip, shop, and discover something new at the Store Romaine Coffee Bar in Monona, your local stop for a little bit of everything.
Choose skilled care to recover from your surgery or illness. Grace Bowman of Eitzen did, and she states, "When I came into the hospital following surgery in La Crosse, the first thing I noticed was it seems like family. The whole unit was welcoming, kind, caring, and glad I was there. I felt peaceful, and with their help I knew that I would get back home again, which I did just 2 weeks later. The entire staff was encouraging and always gave the extra mile. Wherever you are, remember to ask for skilled care."
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
Energy consumers everywhere are getting calls and texts from scammers. The callers threaten to shut off their power if payment is not made immediately. Don't fall for it. Never give out financial or personal information to someone who calls claiming to be from your provider. When in doubt, always call your utility and get the facts. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Clarksville, the start of the high school football season tonight on KCTN. It's a matchup of two teams that reached the postseason a season ago. Both teams top 10 to start this season. We finished the softball season with Edco at Clarksville, versus Clarksville, I should say. We start out the football season, Edco versus Clarksville, as I'm joined by Coach Aaron Hammond.
Might as well start with another big game. We've got two top 10 teams, in the early preseason polls, and I think both of these teams are looking at this as a really key game to set the tone for their season.
Edco 10-1 a season ago. They returned plenty, and we'll talk about that as far as who's back for them. They reached the quarterfinals in the 8-man game a season ago. For Clarksville, they reached the second round of the postseason. They finished 7-3. Their three losses, by the way, were to teams that reached the quarterfinals a season ago in Don Bosco, Edco, and Gladbrook Rhinebeck. Of course, Gladbrook Rhinebeck in the district of Clarksville. They, of course, defeated Edco in the quarterfinals quarterfinals a season ago. So let's talk about first off who's back for the Vikings, and it really starts for them with Jack Stager, who threw for nearly 1,900 yards and rushed for over 1,200 a season ago. That's where they start, and he's back offensively.
Yeah, and he's only a junior, but he is a dual threat quarterback. As you said, over 1,200 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns on the ground. In the air, he threw 29 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Very efficient, about 56%. So a good weapon to have there. And, yeah, everything kind of starts with him touching the football
now,
first.
Some of the guys they expect to step up this year is Jaden Miller. And Miller certainly was a factor last year. Had 17 receptions, 256 yards with 5 touchdowns, 22 rushes for 212 yards and a couple of touchdowns. They expect him to really take a step in production this year. He's also a junior.
Absolutely. And you talk about what's missing from Edco, and they had a couple of speedsters on the outside, but they expect Miller to kind of step into that role. I think Dace Arthur, another junior, could step into that role to fill some of that loss that they have at the receiver.
So we talk about those guys being back, but really it starts up front. They have all 3 of their linemen back in senior Brady Tyne, who's the center, junior Carter Bailey, and junior Keegan Stelkin. Stelkin is the left guard, Bailey is the right guard, and that is a great group that will lead you back here. That's what, for the Vikings, they hang their hat on there is the guys up front.
Pretty nasty group up front. They get physical. They make a big hole. They give the quarterback time, and it starts up front, and that's going to help, a couple guys in the backfield. We talked about Stager, Miller carrying the ball. I think Carter Knipper probably going to carry the ball a little bit more as well, be that feature back in the backfield.
All right, let's talk about Clarksville now, and it also starts with their quarterback as well, and that is, of course, Nathan Moon, who is a senior. He rushed for over 2,200 yards and 41 touchdowns a season ago. That's where it starts for them in running the football.
Yeah, that's just huge. And, they did a great job. They played Edco to start the season last year and did a great job of running the ball the first couple of series. And he looked like he was going to be a handful and had a great season. But you look at him, he can throw the ball, but I think it's more out of let's keep the defense honest. He was 13 of 34, almost 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. But they want to establish that ground game, and it starts with Nathan Moon.
All right, and also as far as Bowden Miller, he's back for them, rushed for 400 yards a season ago, so they're looking for him to take a step forward.
I think Miller, another junior there, will help out. I think the younger Moon, Noah Moon, he'll see a few touches and be part of this. But if you want to talk about a couple other juniors, Harley Barnett, a junior, he was their leading receiver last year. He's back. So they've got some weapons, but I think for Clarksville, that ground game is going to be number 1.
All right, defensively, Jaden Miller, the turning leading tackler for Edgewood Colesburg, 75 tackles a season ago, 3 interceptions. Connor Riley had 5 fumble recoveries. Jack Stager, one of their returning players. Not only does he play quarterback, he plays linebacker as well. But that's where the Vikings need some guys to step up, in particular on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. They need a few guys to step into those roles. Just to fill those tackles. I think Keegan Stelkin will do a nice job for him on the defensive side. He's a pretty nasty defensive player as well. But, they're going to need guys to step up, fill roles, and do things the right way.
Meanwhile, for Clarksville defensively, Bowden Miller and Harley Barnett are their 2 leading tacklers. They were just sophomores a season ago. Now they're back for their junior season.
Yeah, a lot of guys back for this team. You heard Coach talk about that, Coach Bolin talk about that on the radio. They got a lot of guys back, a lot of expectations. A little disappointed in how things went against Edco a year ago and, got to the second round. Was hoping to go a little deeper, but we'll see what they bring to the table tonight.
Vikings, of course, the visiting team. They have the black bottoms, the yellow stripe with the Vikings on the side. They wear the white tops and, of course, have the black helmet with yellow face masks. Viking logos on both their side. Meanwhile, for Clarksville, the Indians wearing their home maroon uniforms. They have, of course, the gray pants with the maroon stripe down the side. They have the maroon helmets there, and also, of course, with the Indian logo on both sides of their helmets. What do you see as the big keys in this ball game tonight?
Well, I think you have to find a way to slow down Nathan Moon. If you're the Vikings, you can't let him get going early. You got to slow him down, force them to do something they're uncomfortable with. I think if you're Clarksville, you got to figure out how to stop all these weapons.
We'll take a break. When we return, we'll go through the starting lineups and have the opening kickoff. It's week number 1. Edco and Clarksville coming up next.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
From season openers to championship moments, Alpine keeps you connected to every play. Whether you're streaming the big game on Fusion TV Plus, posting high school highlights with fiber internet, catching up with family and friends through your home or mobile phone, or protecting what matters most with Alpine Security, Alpine Communications keeps you connected. We're proud to support local student athletes because strong communities start with strong connections. Click alpinecomp.net or call 245-4000 for the win.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Welcome back to Clarksville. Just about ready for the opening kickoff. Let's set the starting lineup. First off for the Vikings. On offense, the anchor of the line is center Brady Tyne. He's a senior, 5'9", 195 pounds. The left guard on offense is Keegan Stelkin. He's a junior, 6'2", and 205. He also plays defensive end on the defensive side. The right guard is Carter Bailey. He is a junior, 5'11", 270 pounds. The quarterback is Jack Stager. He's a junior, 5'10", 180 pounds. He also plays linebacker on defense. The running back is Carter Knipper. They expect a bigger role for Carter this year. He's a junior, 6 150 pounds. He also plays quarterback defensively. The tight end is Connor Riley, a junior, 6'2", 180. The wide receiver is Jaden Miller. He's a junior, 6'2", 165, also plays quarterback. And the other starter at the wide receiver spot is Dace Arthur. He is a 6'2", junior, 175 pounds, and also plays cornerback. The other defensive starters are Mac Parenjacket, a senior at defensive end, 6'2", 185. The nose tackle is Dakota Hansel, a senior, 5'11", 160. And the linebacker is Connor Riley. He's a junior, 6'2", 180 pounds. Starting lineup for Clarksville offensively. The quarterback for them is Nathan Moon. He's a senior, 5'9", 175 pounds. Bowden Miller starts at the running back spot. He's a junior, 5'11", 170. Bowden also plays cornerback. Moon, by the way, plays middle linebacker for them defensively. Quarterback and middle linebacker. The other starters for them, the H receiver is Harley Barnett. Barnett, of course, is a sophomore, actually a junior, 6'2", 180 pounds, also plays the safety spot defensively. The anchor of the line offensively is Leighton Reinitz. He's a senior, 6'6", 320. The right guard is Tommy Barnett. Barnett, of course, also plays tackle on the defensive side. He's a senior, 6'3", and 210. The other guard is Draven Capper. He's a junior there. Capper is 6 225 pounds, also plays there tackle on defense. And the ex-receiver is Briggs Hudger. Hudger is a senior, 6'2", 185 pounds. There are your starting lineups, though the other offensive starters we missed was Noah Moon, a 6'1", 175-pound junior who plays weak side linebacker. And also there as well, Parker Lemke plays on defense as a nose tackle, a sophomore, 5'10", 255 pounds. It is an absolutely gorgeous night for the season opener. Sun making its way down. Game time temperatures now in the upper 70s. Let's get ready for high school football. Ready or not, it's here.
A beautiful field out there, and it looks like Clarksville has won the toss. They're going to defer towards the east. Edco's going to receive, and they're going to get a first chance at having a little offense here.
So it will be the Vikings to receive. Again, Edco won impressively in the season ago, but again, it's just a matter of both these teams feeling what they return. This figures to be a much more competitive ball game this year. So to launch it away for, once again, Clarksville will be their specialist. And that is going to be for them number 21, and that is Braden Klinghammer to lunch it away, I believe, from the 30-yard line. Back deep to receive, you have Arthur near side at the 10-yard line, and again, you have Stagger back at the 10-yard line. So we're ready to go here with week number 1 of the high school football season. And again, to lunch it away is, once again, Clarksville from the 30-yard line. Remember, we just have an 80-yard field in the 8-man game. So back deep for the Vikings at the 10-yard line. Here's a kick, left hash mark. It's picked up there by Miller. Miller brings it across the 15-yard line, across the 25-yard line, stacked up before the 30-yard line, and it's first down, 10 yards to go, about a 17-yard return. Vikings with their first touch of the football. They take over on the left hash mark.
Yeah, going to start in their own territory, but a nice little return there for Miller. Got him out close to the 30 here. Looks like they're going to put him about the 28.
So first down, 10 yards to go, just underway with our ball game tonight here. The 2026 high school football season is underway. We'll have updates on a number of games tonight. We'll pass those along in just a moment. Meanwhile, first down, 10 yards to go. Arthur as receiver near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Knipper there and also Miller. And they run the football right side, and it is going to be Miller. Miller spins, gets out to the 30-yard line, falls across to the 31-yard line, picks up 3 yards on first down. We'll have updates on these games tonight. Central at West Central. MFL Marmac at Crestwood. Postville at Midland. Clayton Ridge hosting North Cedar. North Fayette Valley entertaining Independence. Starmont is at Maquoketa Valley. All those games, 7 o'clock starts. With the exception of North Fayette Valley and Independence. That's a big school game, and that will start at 7:30. We'll try to keep you best informed if we can of all the games across the area tonight. Meanwhile, second down, 7 yards to go, opening possession for the Vikings. Miller is now to the left as Stagger works out of pistol formation, and he's going to bring it left side across the 30-yard line, gets to the edge, he's to midfield, 30, 20, down the sideline, near side, he is gone. On the second play from scrimmage, it's a 49-yard run by Jack Stagger, and just a minute in, the Vikings lead 6-0.
Yeah, just bounced that to the outside. Great job by the left side of the line, giving him that edge, and then it's just turned on the afterburners, and away Stagger goes. Walks in untouched for the touchdown.
So a great start for the Vikings. Last year they scored on the first play against Clarksville in the opening kickoff. This time it takes play number 2 on offense. And, of course, the Vikings will go for the 2-point conversion. So that time Knipper in the backfield was actually used as one of the blockers off the left side to help pave the way. So they line up here, bunched formation to the right side of the line. Stagger goes out of shotgun formation. And they work from the middle of the field back to Stagger. He's going to bring it right side, cuts back to the middle. He will not get in. Stacked up at the 3-yard line. The conversion fails. And in on the play there was, I believe, Nathan Moon. And that's the stop there for Clarksville on the possession. 11:06 left in the opening act. Vikings strike first. They lead 6-0.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturday.
From season openers to championship moments, Alpine keeps you connected to every play. Whether you're streaming the big game on Fusion TV Plus, posting high school highlights with fiber internet, catching up with family and friends through your home or mobile phone, or protecting what matters most with Alpine Security, Alpine Communications keeps you connected. We're proud to support local student athletes because strong communities start with strong connections. Click alpinecom.net or call 245-4000 for the win.
It's a touchdown run that goes a total of 49 yards, and it is Jack Stagger with the touchdown. Conversion run fails, and it will be Jaden Miller to lunch it away as the Vikings score 54 seconds into this ball game. Miller from the 30-yard line to lunch it away, and he sends that kick deep. It is returnable. Back there to receive is, I believe, the ball is actually goes by the up man there, and number 22, Harley Barnett. It goes into the end zone, which means it's a touchback automatically, and it's brought out to the 15-yard line in the 8-man game.
Well, Edco, quick strike there. Second play from scrimmage. We'll see what Clarksville brings out to the field here for their first offensive set.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Nathan Moon, the quarterback here, as the Indians try to answer the opening drive by Edco. Well, a lot of times they say how the season's going to go. Usually it's set up by the first drive of the ball game or the season.
Well, if that's the case, Edco's going to score and score at will. Let's see what they can do defensively.
First down, 10 yards to go. Moon operating there from Shotgun formation. To his right is going to be Harley Barnett, and they're actually going to keep it with Moon right side, but he's hit, turns the corner. There's a flag down as he gets maybe to the 11-yard line. They're going to lose yardage. A host of, once again, Vikings there. Keegan Stalkin among the way. It's a holding penalty on Clarksville as well. So they held on the left side of the line, yet the Vikings able to get through.
Yeah, an early penalty, and that's something, it's not a pre-snap penalty, but it's still a costly penalty, so that's going to back them up 5, and we're going to replay that first down.
So it's interesting because I think if you're the Vikings here, they're going to mark it back because it would have been a loss of 4 yards. So this is basically you're only gaining 4 yards back because it's going to go to the 7-yard line. It's first down here. It is now roughly 17 yards to go, so instead of 2nd and 13, 1st and 17. Split backs in the backfield. Moon brings it left side, gets across the 10-yard line, and we're going to be back in a similar situation of 2nd down and 12 yards to go as Moon picks up 5 yards running left side and brings it out across the 10.
Yeah, got back some of that penalty, but not quite back to that original line of scrimmage, so kudos to the Viking defense holding here.
2nd down, long here for Clarksville on their opening possession as they operate from left to right on our football field. And split backs in the backfield once again. And the snap back to Moon. Moon runs it right side and carrying it 27. Bowden Miller tries to get to the edge. He's forced back inside. Inside the numbers. Gets out short of the 20-yard line. Deese Arthur, one of the Vikings there. Number 11 as well, Dakota Hansel. Picks up about 6 yards on the play. Probably closer to 5. And it's 3rd down. 6 yards to go for the Indians.
Who carried the ball that time, Dan?
And I believe it was number 27, Bowden Miller.
Miller carried
the
it.
ball.
Yep. We've got a 7-yard gain there. So.
Yeah, Miller and Barnett in the backfield. So 3rd down, 6 yards to go from short of the 20-yard line. Again, this is a Clarksville team that will look to run the football. That's certainly what they hang their hat on. Split backs in the backfield. They've got, again, 5 guys up front. Back to Moon, and there's a flag there as Clarksville actually takes a timeout. So everybody moved on the line, but there was a timeout taken by the Indians. We'll take a quick break. 9:48 opening act, 6-0 our score. It is Edco in the lead.
Central State Bank provides a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you won't deal with a branch or department. You'll deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Situation here where it is now 3rd down, 6 yards to go. Indians use their first timeout. Back to Moon. Moon to Barnett, trying to get to the edge left side. He does. Across the 30-yard line, down the far sideline now. Inside Edco territory where he's tracked down out of bounds by Miller. Short of the 30-yard line. They convert on 3rd and 6 with a big running play from Barnett. 1st and 10 for Clarksville.
Yeah, that was a big gain, about 30 yards for Miller, and he got to that edge, didn't seal the edge, so the Vikings let him slip away there, and luckily caught him before he got any farther, but a huge gain for Miller.
So 3rd down becomes 1st down for Clarksville. Their opening drive continues, 9.5 left in the opening act. They work this time from shotgun. And again, they have Barnett to the left of Moon, the quarterback. On 1st and 10, Moon's going to follow him left side, trying to bounce outside. He does. Spins at the 30-yard line, falls in front to the 29-yard line. The first Viking to hit him there was, once again, Stagger. And also making the play there is Riley up front. Picked up a hard-fought 2, maybe closer to 3 on that carry.
Yeah, the Vikings really keying in on Moon when he gets the ball, but Miller's been able to slip away a little bit, so they're going to have to make some adjustments here if they give the ball to Miller outside.
Yeah, for Clarksville offensively, they realize they're going to need more than just Moon running the football if they're to have success, again, in a very competitive district that they're in. 2nd down, split backs in the backfield. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Moon brings it up the middle. He's still on his feet, and he trips ahead to the 25-yard line, picks up 6 yards, making the play there, number 34, and that is Keegan Stelkin once again. Jade Miller in yet another tackle. 3rd down and closer to 5 yards to go now here for Clarksville.
Yeah, big third down here, just a short 5, a little long 4, but definitely a 4-yard gainable here for them.
So third down situation, and again, 4-down territory. In the 8-man game, you're almost always in 4-down territory. Receiver there actually off the end, and they're going to run a counter play. Left side, handing it to Harley Barnett. Barnett has first down outside the numbers, 20-yard line, gets ahead to the 16-yard line, lined up at the right halfback spot, went in motion, got to the edge, 1st and 10 for Clarksville.
Yeah, just a little misdirection there on the inside counter, and Barnett bounced it to the outside, had a nice gain there. So
again, fresh set of downs for Clarksville. This is their type of drive, keeping it on the ground, moving down the field there, positive yardage, and that has been the situation. The only play that lost yardage was negated because of a penalty. So it's 1st down and 10 yards to go, 8 minutes left in our opening quarter. Play brought in from the sideline by Noah Moon, and he is the line up there, again, in the backfield, along with Barnett and Moon. And now another timeout, I believe, this time taken by Clarksville. So Clarksville has to take another timeout, a little bit slow getting the play in. They used their second timeout. They trailed 6-0 here, but on the road.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
The second timeout used by Clarksville, and you expect some of this in the season opener here, but just a little late getting the plays in.
Yeah, and it's surprising. They've been on offense. They aren't even on defense, but just wanted to make sure they got the right play called here. They got a fresh set of downs, and they're in Edco territory on the 16.
So 1st down, 10 yards to go inside the red zone on their opening possession. And now you see they are lining up Noah Moon kind of over the left side of the line in the halfback spot. So 1st down, 10 yards to go. Back to Noah Moon. Bobbles the snap. It's a high snap. It's busted up in the backfield. He will get short of the line of scrimmage coming back as that was plugged up front there by the Vikings. Leading the way was number 5 in Connor Riley. It's a loss of 2 yards and a play that really was blown up by the snap. Moon was lucky that ball didn't go over his head.
Yeah, able to get a hand on it, tip it to himself, and at least fall forward, but he's going to lose almost 3 yards here.
So 2nd down, 13 yards to go as the Landon Enfinson, the wide receiver, brings the play in from the sideline for Clarksville. They have their either running back or halfback usually bring in the plays. So on 2nd down, 13 yards to go, Moon to throw his first pass. Rolling right, flushed out of the pocket, maybe looking to run. Instead, throws it away as he's hit back at the 36-yard line in front of the Edco sideline. Nothing open downfield. Moon decides to throw it away and wait another day. He was pressured by Mac Perrinjacket along with Jack Steger out of the pocket. They did a good job of not letting him get to the edge.
Yeah, not able to get to the edge and use his legs, so looking downfield and great coverage by the secondary for Edco. So nowhere to go with it, throws it away, live to fight another down, but now they've got 3rd and long.
So even though they don't line up with a receiver, you'll see a halfback slip out from the left side of the line or a tight end slip out of the backfield. But now 3rd and long, 3rd down, 13 yards to go. And Moon here works from the middle of the field, takes the snap at the 25-yard line, runs the option, pitches it to Barnett. Barnett cannot get to the corner. He's wrapped up back at the 20-yard line, maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Coming up was number 16 there in Carter Knipper, the first one to meet him. It's a loss of a yard. It's 4th and 14 for Clarksville now.
Boy, that was well read. Edco just, set the edge, forced Moon to get rid of it, and Carter Knipper did a great job of taking the pitch man and making sure he didn't gain anything.
So 4th down for Clarksville, an impressive drive so far, but now needing to convert long with 6.5 left here in our first quarter. And this time they'll spread out receivers right side in Landon Enfinson and Harley Barnett. And they work out of shotgun. And Moon to throw the football. Dropping back, flushed out of the pocket, throws it middle of the field. He's got a receiver open, catches it, and goes down at the 6-yard line there, but maybe short of 1st down. Catching the ball was Harley Barnett, but he actually had to come back for the play there at the 9-yard line, and this is going to be interesting. It's a stop. He was wide open in the middle of the field, and basically if he catches it and falls forward, it's a first down, but he fell towards the line of scrimmage, and because of that, they're stopped on downs.
Yeah, it was a well-thrown ball, floated a little bit, but he did take some contact, but Barnett had to come back to catch it and fell. And that was the difference between picking up the first down and turning it over on
and
downs.
The ball underthrown somewhat because of the pressure by Connor Riley for Edco. But that was a play that was well designed by the Indians, but they just failed to convert. So first down, 10 yards to go. Stagger out of pistol formation as they take over from their own 9-yard line. And he's going to run it right side up the middle, and that is Knipper. I believe that's his first carry of the night. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's just it. And it's going to be second down and 10 yards to go. Knipper, one of those kids they're going to lean on here to see if he can do some running inside the tackles for them.
Yeah, give them a different look. A tall, lanky kid who, maybe can get lower center of gravity, get through that first wave, and cause some havoc up in the middle.
So, again, no gain on first down. Vikings leading 6-0. They scored on the second play of this ball game on a Jack Stagger 49-yard run. Stagger alone in the backfield, bunched formation to the right side as they operate from the right hash mark. Stagger to throw the football, fakes right, looking left, flushed out of the pocket, runs, 10-yard line out to the 15-yard line, backs his way to the 16-yard line, tackled there. And a nice open field tackle there by number 27. And once again, Bowden Miller making the play. They pick up a solid 6 yards on that play. It's going to be third down, manageable, inside 4 yards to go for the Vikings.
Yeah, Stagger wanted to throw that ball, but good coverage by the Indians, so decided to tuck and run and had a nice gain there, a short yardage here on third down.
And that's going to be Clarksville's concern. How do you deal with Stagger, especially outside of the pocket with his speed? So empty backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. It's third down, 4 yards to go for the Vikings. Snap back to Stagger. Stagger looking right side, throwing it long. He's looking for Arthur, catches it midfield, stumbles inside the 35 to the 32-yard line. Great adjustment at the hash mark there by Dace Arthur. Hauls it in inside Indians territory to the 33-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, about a 31-yard gain there for Arthur, but great adjustment. That ball a little underthrown, but made a clean catch, and if he keeps his feet, think he can take that to the house.
And pretty good coverage. I believe it was Anfinson in there, but that
was.
ball just over his shoulder. So first down, 10 yards to go. They convert 3rd and 4. Receivers left and right. And again, they work out of pistol formation just inside Clarksville territory. And the snap back to Stagger. He's going to run it this time. It's Knipper, a couple of yards maybe. Short of the 30-yard line, 31-yard line. It's going to be second down and 8 yards to go. So a couple of looks there for Knipper. And I think for Edco there, Knipper's one of those kids that if you can get him to get 3-4 yards on first down, he's got some speed to work to the outside.
He does. They're trying to establish him in the middle right now. And, they've got Stagger who can bounce to the outside, Miller can bounce to the outside, and apparently they can throw the ball pretty well.
Yeah, get the defense kind of pinching in. 2 receivers right side now. And they send in motion Miller from right to left. Stagger gets it, fakes the handoff. He's going to bring it right side, gets to the edge, 30-yard line, shakes his way inside first down yardage at the 25-yard line to the 23-yard line. So Stagger making a move for first down. And he picks up 8. That moves the chains for the Vikings.
That should move the chains. They haven't moved him yet. They're looking it over right here.
Well, one of the guys on the side is moving it, whether they like it or not. First time of the season we've been able to say something about the chain gang tonight, the unsung heroes of Friday Night Football.
Absolutely.
So they determined it was first down. They actually mark it at the 24-yard line.
They knew exactly what was going on.
3:45 left in the opening act. Vikings lead 6-0. They are marching in their second possession here. And again, it is first down and 10 yards to go as they operate from the right hash mark, and now the Vikings have to take a timeout. So, with 3:47 left in the opening act, Vikings driving, leading 6-0. Let's take this break.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Ready for internet that can keep up with your household? Stream it, game on it, work from home, connect every device, all with fast, reliable fiber internet from Northeast Iowa Telephone. We've spent more than a century connecting Northeast Iowa, and now we're growing into a name that better fits the communities we serve. Coming this fall, NEAT becomes Tributary Communications. It's a new name, not a new company. Same local people, same reliable connection, and an exciting new chapter. NEAT is becoming Tributary Communications.
So it's again first down, 10 yards to go. And they work out a pistol formation. They're going to run it right side. That is Miller. Miller around the edge, inside the 20-yard line, leans ahead, gets to about the 18-yard line, picks up 5 yards on first down. So it's second down, 5 yards to go. Again, we're updating a number of games tonight. No scores in yet. But it looks like as far as the 8-man games, Central will be one of those teams that figures to be in the mix in the district that Edco's a part of. Key High will be all right. But the Vikings, without a doubt, are the team to beat in that district.
Yeah, they're probably the favorite in their particular district. This Clarksville game is a out-of-district game to start the season.
So second down, 4 yards to go, actually. And again, they're going to keep it with Stagger. Nothing up the right side. He'll cut back to the middle, takes a step back at the 25-yard line, somehow bounces to the outside, brings it inside the 10. He's down to the 5, and it's first and goal. It looked like it was plugged, but he took a step back and created a little spacing. They're down to the 4-yard line. First and goal for the Vikings.
Yeah, he stopped right at that point of contact, took a step back, and just went around the chatter and got himself a great gain, about 13 yards.
Yeah, Jack Stagger has to be a great dancer, huh?
Apparently, yeah. We'll have to ask the ladies on that one.
First down and goal from the 4-yard line here, inside 3 minutes. Vikings on their second possession, trying to score on back-to-back possessions here early in this first quarter. Arthur lined up to receive as a receiver to the right, and they operate out of pistol formation. And they're going to run it left side. Miller inside the 5-yard line. They try to push the pile ahead. Arthur signals it's a touchdown, and it is. A 4-yard run from Jaden Miller. The Vikings 2 for 2 on drives. They lead 12-0.
Yeah, just a power game up the middle, a little misdirection with Arthur out there, but nothing but some power there, and Miller leans across, uses that long frame, scores the second touchdown on the night.
So the Vikings, good start offensively, used a big play to score on their opening drive, but more methodical on this drive. And now they will try for the ever-important conversion. The Vikings did, I believe they tried one PAT a season ago.
Yeah, but they need to get these conversions. This is a big part of the 8-man game.
And again, Arthur is a receiver to the left, back to Stagger. Stagger tries to bring it right side, gets inside the 5, but it's well defensed there. Number 22, Harley Barnett, makes the stop. The conversion fails. 2:55 left in the opening act. Vikings lead 12-0. Let's take this break.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions. Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
So Edco leads 12-0. It is a touchdown run by Jaden Miller of 4 yards. The conversion run fails, but the Vikings lead 12-0 inside 3 minutes left in our opening quarter. Back deep to receive for, once again, Clarksville, I should say, is number 27, Bowden Miller. So he's deep at the 5-yard line. And Miller to launch it away from the 30-yard line here for the Vikings. And again, Miller, good high kick. And going back is Barnett. He backs up into the end zone. It's a touchback. Excellent job as Jaden Miller 2 for 2 on kickoffs with touchbacks. And it's 1st and 10 for Clarksville at their own 15-yard line.
Well, we heard Coach Hanna getting after his guys. I mean, they've scored 2 nice touchdowns, but they want to make sure they're doing their job. You could hear him nice and clear. Do your job. Let everybody else worry about their job and cover this kick. And Jaden Miller just decides, well, I'll just kick it in the end zone. We don't have to worry about that.
It really helps the special teams. It's an automatic touchback in high school football, by the way. We have some fans, and these must be from Clarksville, that are sitting in the back of the end zone in lawn chairs.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got lawn chairs across the way, too.
Yeah, as the way that Clarksville's heading. So they snap it back to Moon. First play from scrimmage, 15-yard line, couple of yards, 17-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. Yeah, we got blankets by the scoreboard there, so people are kind of decked out all around for this ball game tonight. Edco, pretty good following for this for this game tonight.
They expect to be a good team, a contender team, so they want to come out and see what the 2026 crew looks like.
Yeah, the last time we saw an Edco crowd was at Fort Dodge at the state softball tournament, and they had the dominant crowd there. Just no doubt. They had, and Clarksville had a great following too, but Edco, that was a different level, I think, than most schools had. Second down, 7 yards to go. Split backs in the backfield, and they are going to run it with Moon up the middle, greeted right in the hole up the middle, and quickly driven back, maybe a yard up front. The first Viking there was Jax Stagger, also Miller in as well, so the two linebackers very active, and it's third down and 6 yards to go now here for Clarksville.
Yeah, just kind of behind the sticks here, and this is one of those situations where, boy, if you don't gain it, you might actually see a punt in the 8-man game.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but if you're inside the 20-yard line, that's when you tend to see it. So third down, 6 yards to go. Some teams have the belief that we're going for it all the time, even if we're inside our own red zone.
Well, you got short field, you might as well give it a whirl.
So third down, 6 yards to go. Split backs in the backfield once again. And Moon out of shotgun formation, middle of the field. He's going to run a counter play, but hit in the backfield immediately is number 8 in Noah Moon. It was number 34, Keegan Stelkin, in the backfield. The first one to greet him back for a loss of a couple of yards. It's fourth down. It is 7 yards to go for the Indians as the Vikings look like they've forced a 3-and-out.
Yeah, they may have bent a little bit, but they didn't break, and I think this is going to be punted away, and Clarksville does not have enough guys out there right now.
And you can see it's the season opener, so guys coming in here. Moon does their punting, so you always have to be careful of him back there. They finally bring another player out here, and Parker Harms, who's a freshman. Actually, correction, that's Corbin Myers, the senior. And they're going to have to get this off in a hurry to avoid a penalty of delay of game. And there is the snap back to Moon. Moon, a very short kick. Stagger back, lets it bounce. Bobbles it, picks it up, 31-yard line, brings it near side across the 40-yard line, slips a tackle. He's down to the 40-yard line, and he's inside Clarksville territory. Are you kidding me? Jack Stagger's going to take it to the house. He had a 49-yard touchdown run earlier. This is a 49-yard punt return for a touchdown here. And it's 18-0 Vikings.
Yeah, that was just patience again shown by Stagger there. Picks it up on the close hash line near the side here and just waited, patient, stepped up, and then cut it to the other side of the field and went untouched again.
The big thing was they had him on the sideline there, Clarksville did, where it looked like it was close to stepping out of bounds just inside the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings here are going to try a PAT. This is interesting. You have Stagger to hold and Miller to try the PAT. As we mentioned, they tried just one a season ago. And there's a flag, as I believe Dace Arthur moved back from the line and may have moved there too soon, and it is a false start. It is against the Vikings. So I believe that Arthur was moving back.
He was. He was trying to do it so discreetly, and the officials kind of looked at each other like, did he just move? Yeah, he just moved. Throw the flag.
And the thinking may be that did he kind of flinch after stepping back? Because Coach Hanna had that question to the officials. You could see him questioning that call. So Miller to try the PAT. This will now be a 25-yard PAT. And again, you have Stagger to hold. And here is the snap spot down by Stagger. The kick is up. It is high enough. It is long enough. Put it on the board. Miller with the PAT. Makes it 19-0. Vikings the early lead. Let's take this break.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
It's back to school time and the fall sports season is underway. Hi, this is Dr. Jessica Wilkie of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. Dr. Mark Foley and myself wish all our area students and athletes good luck this fall. We welcome new patients and look forward to seeing you at your next dental appointment.
33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Great start for Edco. This similar to the game a season ago. Edco got off to that fast start. It is Jack Stagger, a 49-yard punt return. And the PAT by Miller makes it 19-0 as the Vikings 3 for 3 on touching the football, at least on the offensive side, with the special teams now joining in. And Miller to launch it away from the 30-yard line. Barnett is back deep. Miller back deep at the 5-yard line. This one may be returnable, but it's actually away from Miller, and it'll bounce outside of the numbers at the goal line there and go back. It is another touchback. So 3 for 3 on the kickoff attempts there by Miller. And it's first down, 10 yards to go for Clarksville. They start at their own 15-yard line, now trailing 19-0.
Well, after that last possession, the last time out we had, you heard Coach Hanna getting after his guys. This time it was Coach Bolin challenging his guys, wanting the answer here, and we'll see if they come out with a little more fire with this next possession.
We have our first score of the night. Midland leads Postville 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. Meanwhile, first down, 10 yards to go here for Clarksville. 2 receivers lined up to the right. And again, they are going to snap it back to Moon. Moon drops back, has some time, looking long. He's looking for Barnett, and he's overshot inside the 35-yard line. Harley Barnett, the intended receiver, covered well there in the secondary by Knipper, and it's incomplete. They tried a deep shot there, and it's second down, and now 10 yards to go. And that was actually Dace Arthur into the coverage.
Yeah, he was over the top on that and well covered on that throw. We've got another score for you, Dan. After one, Maquoketa Valley leads Starmont 14-0.
Yeah, Maquoketa Valley is a team that figures to be one of the top teams in that district that they're in. Starmont trailing that ball game early. So again, second down. It is 10 yards to go here. 2 receivers lined up to the right. Moon has, again, a running back to his left side in Barnett. They snap it back to Moon, trying to get left side across the 15-yard line, short of the 20-yard line again. Riley in that area, number 20 there as well for Edco, in Bryson Zurcher, a junior linebacker. Third down, another long situation for Clarksville in what is likely our final play of quarter number 1. The Vikings, a great start on the road. They lead Clarksville 19-0. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Northern Country Co-op and Via Field are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner, supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Woody's Retreat Dog Grooming, Boarding, and Daycare in Manchester, Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, and the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. So Clarksville, third down, long situation, 19-0 is our score, as the Indians have it at their own 19-yard line in a first quarter dominated by Edco. They've had a 49-yard touchdown run by Jack Stagger, a 49-yard punt return from Jack Stagger. In between, Miller had a 4-yard run, and a good start here for Edco, leading 19-0.
Yeah, things look good in that first quarter. We'll see what they bring here to the second quarter. But right now, Clarksville kind of behind the 8 ball here. They're third and long in their own territory once again.
And again, their first 2 drives, they got inside Edco's 20-yard line, but turned it over on downs, then had to punt on their second drive, and they are still inside their 20-yard line here, looking to keep this drive alive. 2 receivers lined up to the right as Moon is in shotgun formation, and they snap it back. Moon's going to run it right side, and there is no chance. Number 14, the first Viking there, Perrin Jacket, also there as well. Miller once again. That is a loss of 2 yards. They tried a quarterback draw up the middle. It is 4th down and 8 yards to go now for Clarksville.
Yeah, just no going there, and probably should have handed it off to the other running back because there was a little room in the corner, but Moon tried to keep it himself, and good pursuit on the backside.
And this is going to force Clarksville to punt it away again. What they tried to do last time is kick it short to not give Stagger a chance. Stagger goes back to midfield at the 40-yard line. So Moon gets the snap. He'll launch it away. Stagger, it's away from Stagger. He'll let it bounce at the 35-yard line, picks it up at the 30-yard line, now tries to bring it right side. He's across the 35-yard line, brings it near side, 40-yard line, gets to the edge. He's going to take take another one back. 20, 10, gone, touchdown, got it. A 49-yard punt return for a touchdown a moment ago. 50 yards here, and it's 25-0. Vikings in the lead. Big plays continue.
Well, and you see his patience. He waited for that ball to bounce up so he could catch it clean. He reversed course, waited for a defender to give him that opening block, and then it was just turn on the jets, get to the sideline, and outran the coverage and went to the house once again.
Wow. So it is now, once again, 25-0. They will try the PAT once again after failing on conversion runs their first 2 times. So Miller out of the hold-up stagger to try for the conversion. And here is the snap. Spot is down. Miller's kick. Line drives it. It is short off to the left. It is no good. So 11:07 left in the second quarter. 25-0. Vikings in the lead. Let's take this break.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Looking for a fun summer activity? The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport encourages you to travel around the county, try delicious beef specials, and support local businesses and beef producers along the way. Visit places like the St. Olaf Tavern, Bill's Boat Landing, Stadium Bar and Grill, and more now through August 31st. Collect stamps for prize entries with either a paper or digital passport, and this year every stamp counts because there's no minimum required.
So again, our score, it is 25-0. Edco in the lead. Jack Stagger, his second punt return for a touchdown. This is 50 yards. The conversion kick failed, but a great start continues for the Vikings, leading by a score of 25-0. Miller to lunch it away again from the 30-yard line. So Edco in control here in this first quarter. And here is Miller's kick from the 30-yard line. It's a high kick. Miller going to get a chance, though. Correction there. It is number 27 in Bowden Miller. He'll get a chance across the 10-yard line. Brings it over the middle. 20-yard line out to the 24-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. In on the tackle, number 20, Bryson Zurcher for the Vikings. It is first down, 10 yards to go. Clarksville finds themselves down 25-0 and at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, this is a big drive for the Clarksville Indians. They need to find some kind of offense, get a drive, get some first downs, sustain it, hopefully put up points, but Edco's defense looking pretty stout right now.
Yeah, you absolutely have to answer here for Clarksville just to stay in this ball game here in the first half. So first down, 10 yards to go, 24-yard line. Their last 3 drives have, again, resulted in punts. And they line up with the receiver in the slot. And on first down, 10 yards to go. Moon's going to bring it up the middle. Moon, couple of yards. Better run than what they've seen on first down. He's across the 30-yard line. Dace Arthur in on the play, but an 8-yard pickup on first down. And again, that's what the Indians want to do. They want to run the football right at you.
Yeah, absolutely. They want to establish that. They just haven't been able to up to this point. They're going to put him about 7 yards on that, but that's a good start for the Indians to try to get a drive going here.
So first down, 10 yards to go. They have no problem with time-consuming drives. Actually gave him a gain of 6 on that. So at the 31-yard line is where the ball is spotted. And it's second down, 4 yards to go, same formation. And Moon going to try to bring it right side, and he's wrapped up by Stelkin immediately. Driven back, they don't bring him down, they just push him back, and they blow the play dead. In on the play, Stelkin, Riley as well, no gain, and it's 3rd and 4 for the Indians.
Yeah, and once again, I think you're probably in 4-down territory here, but again, not able to get something consistently going, not picking up first downs. And, boy, the Indians are scratching their heads right now about what to do for this Edco defense.
And the problem for them is blocking tackle Keegan Stelkin from the right side, the D tackle.
Yeah, he's getting in the backfield whenever he wants to. He has good pursuit on the backside. He's just a handful.
Inside 10 minutes left here in our first half. Vikings in control, 25-0. And they line up with 2 halfbacks in this situation. Correction there, 1 halfback on the left side. Third down short. They run the football with Miller. Miller brings it left side short of first down. Only about a yard short, though. Number 3 making the play there in Jaden Miller once again off the right side. 4th down, and it's certainly for Clarksville. It's 4th down, and it's only about a yard and a half closer to 2. I think you absolutely have to go for it here.
I think so. I think this is one of those, possessions where you got to challenge your fellas out there and say, hey, we got to pick this up. We can't pick up a yard or two when we need it. We got a lot of things to work on.
So this lineup in a T formation in the backfield. That's running backs left and right of Moon. It is 4th down, 2 yards to go. Moon's going to bring it left side, 1st down. And he breaks a tackle across the 35-yard line. Drags some Vikings with him. He's down to the 30-yard line. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but kept the legs churning on one of his best runs of the night. Down to the 30-yard line. It's 1st down, 10 yards to go. Jack Stagger slow to get up. That's always a concern. And he heads to the sideline and will get a breather here after a tough run by Moon.
Yeah, he had the first hit on Moon, and Moon lowered his head, and Steger lowered his head, so they both hit pretty hard, and then Steger ended up holding on to get some help, but they're taking a look at him on the sideline to see what happened here.
Indians inside Viking territory at the 30-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Moon brings it up the middle again, and he'll get a solid 5 yards down to the 25-yard line, so Clarksville, better job blocking up front. And it's going to be 2nd down and 5 yards to go. The last 2 starts of 1st down plays have resulted in solid yardage on those plays.
Yeah, and that's what they want to establish. That's what they were hoping to establish a little earlier. But now getting those big gains on 1st down, making 2nd and 3rd down a little more manageable to sustain drives.
So 2nd down, 5 yards to go. Bunched formation once again. And in the backfield, Moon awaits for the snap, and he's going to bring it again right side. Moon falls ahead, 20-yard line, very near 1st down yardage. So Moon just kind of picking his way through, and a good block up front by number 22 for them, Harley Barnett. Brings it to a 3rd down situation, but 3rd down in the situation the Indians love, 3rd and short.
Yeah, about a yard, not even a yard to gain here. Nose of the football just outside that 20-yard line. So they're going to try to pick this up here and continue the drive.
So 3rd down and a yard to go. And this situation is Noah Moon and also Miller switch in the backfield, one to the left side of Moon, the other to the right, and they're going to run it left side with Miller. Miller stood up at the line of scrimmage, maybe short of the 20-yard line as he's brought back Stelkin. What a surprise there. It looks like the spot they're going to give him is going to be 1st down, though, I believe, at the 20-yard line.
I don't think it is, Dan. They've got him short of that 20-yard line, and the down marker's marking 4th down. This might be a little short.
Yeah, it looks like it is. I thought maybe Clarksville would ask for a measurement, but the ball just sits short of the 20-yard line, and the stick is actually at the 20-yard line. So it's still a 4th and less than a yard situation. It's really 4th down and inches here for Clarksville.
And this is one of those times you wish you'd go under center. Just get the 1st down.
Snap back to Moon, brings it right side, 1st down as he brings it inside the 20-yard line to the 18-yard line. Knipper there, one of the players on the spot, and they get it right side for 1st down yardage. They've converted 2 4th and short situations. Drive continues, 1st down, 10 yards to go.
Yeah, just power game there, getting the 2 yards and getting a 1st down, but Edco tackling hard here in this first half.
Jack Stagger still on the sidelines, right by the coaching staff there with Coach Hanna. Has the helmet on, though, and looks like he's ready to come back into the ball game. But leading 25-0, they may want to look to give him a little more rest as we approach the 6-minute mark in our second quarter. Back to Moon, high snap, brings it back up the middle again, steps inside the 15-yard line, near 1st down yardage again. Tackled to the 11-yard line, Perrin Jacket in on the stop, but again, successful play on 1st down for the Indians. A 9-yard gain will give him 8 on 1st down, probably closer to 7.
And here's Steger. He just trotted back out on the field. So they must have felt he's okay. He's going to give it a go.
So again, 2nd down, 3 yards to go for the Indians. Their best drive of the football game tonight. They previously had one drive, the opening drive inside the 20-yard line, but they're down near the 10-yard line on this one. So 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Split backs in the backfield. And the snap back to Moon. Moon brings it up the middle, 10-yard line, gets to the 5-yard line, has the feet taken underneath. Dace Arthur went low, flipped him, but he falls ahead to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Clarksville.
Yep, about a 6-yard gain, and they're knocking on the doorstep here. This is the drive that they needed. They on the sideline challenged these boys. They need to get a 1st down, sustain a drive, and finish with points.
Another score to pass along at the end of the first quarter. Central leads West Central 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. So 1st down goal for the Indians at the 5-yard line, and the Vikings now want a timeout. Vikings lead 25-0, but Clarksville knocking. Let's take this break. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
So first and goal at the 5-yard line for the Vikings, or I should say for the Indians, trying to get back into this game against the Vikings. And on first and goal, snap back to Moon. Moon around right side, tripped up 5-yard line, keeps his footing, able to go into the end zone standing up. A hard-fought 5 yards for the touchdown. Indians needing a spark, an impressive drive. They're back within 25-6.
Yeah, just some power game there, and a couple of guys went low but not able to bring him down, and he kind of high-stepped over. Gets himself in the end zone. That was a big drive for the Indians.
Yep, certainly their best drive of the night. Nathan Moon with a 5-yard touchdown run. So now they will try for the conversion. And they will, of course, go for 2 with 5:18 left here in our second quarter. And the split backs again in the backfield. And the snap back to Moon. Moon to throw the football. Looking right. He's got a tight end going up and having the ball knocked away. There's a flag down. Playing defensively, knocking it away was Knipper. The pass intended for Barnett right side, but Perrin Jacket blocked him before the ball got there. The conversion pass fails, but the penalty moves it half the distance to the goal.
Yep, we're gonna redo this. They're gonna make it a little closer. They're gonna redo this untimed down.
Yeah, and Perrin Jacket never really defended the ball coming in. Had the hands up right there, but made contact as coming back to the ball was Barnett. So they'll retry on the conversion. And this time now from the 1.5-yard line. So here's your conversion attempt. Same formation. They go back to Moon. Moon around right side. Hit in the backfield. Does not get in. Outstanding job left side. They say that he fell across there off the right side as the near official comes rushing in and says he got the conversion. Moon somehow got in. Worked hard for it. So the Indians back within 25-8 after finishing off the drive. Let's take this break. Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Clarksville squibs the kickoff there, where it's fielded immediately by Carter Knipper, falling down on it at the 31-yard line. That's the way you keep the ball out of the hands of Miller and Stagger, who are back deep to receive at the 10-yard line. Don't give them a chance. They'll concede the field position. First down, 10 yards to go. Vikings lead 25-8. For Clarksville, it was Moon, a 5-yard touchdown run. Moon did score the conversion. And again, they lead here, Edco does, now by 17. So first down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. They are perfect on their drives tonight. They've also had 2 big special teams plays with punt returns by Stagger. And that has been the bulk of their offense tonight. Miller goes in motion from left to right. Stagger trying to bring it right side. Nothing. Goes back up the middle. Leans ahead, 35-yard line. Somehow found his way through 4 yards. Good job by Clarksville not letting him get to the edge. But Stagger able to find that hole again and still gets positive yardage.
Yeah, his patience is amazing because he's just waiting for those blocks to open up, finding the holes, using his vision. And even when it's kind of a well-defended play, he's fallen forward.
And again, for the Vikings, a good gain on first down yardage. Receiver split left and right this time as Miller moves near side. Arthur to the left, and on second down and 5 yards to go, back to Stagger. High snap, swing pass, right side. It is caught by Miller. Miller, maybe a yard or 2. Nice open field tackle by Enfinson. Just a quick hit play to the right side, and the Vikings are going to look to throw a little shorter this year from time to time. That's one of those plays, but a nice open field tackle by Enfinson, and it's third down, 4 yards to go, only 2 on the pass play.
Yeah, they had some great downfield threats a year ago, able to stretch the field. field, but sometimes struggled with that short or mid-range pass. So they're looking to be able to do some of those things this year.
And again, they feel like that's just another thing to add, because you get the defense starting to kind of bite up on those short pass routes, then you can go deep. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Stagger to throw the football. He's looking long, right side for Arthur. Arthur bobbles it, somehow hangs on to it. No, he dropped it as he crashes to the ground at the 15-yard line. Arthur puts his hands to his helmet. I believe he may have had the wind knocked out of him. Would have been a spectacular catch, but instead it is incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down for Edco.
Yeah, I thought he got it on the second attempt, tried to haul that in when he left his feet, and just not able to pull that in. I think the ground probably had a little bit to do with it.
Would have been a spectacular catch. Well thrown ball by Stagger. Arthur, again, just looked like he had the wind knocked out of him, took off the helmet quickly, but he's able to make his way back to the sidelines there. And now Edco's got an interesting choice to make here. You're at the 37-yard line, your own territory. You need to get inside the 40-yard line for 1st down. It's a 4th down situation, and you again have roughly 6 yards to go. If you're the Vikings, leading 25-8, big call for them on what to do offensively here.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for it. They're going to line up and try to get this, but they've got a solid 4 or 5 yards to pick up here, and they got to get into Clarksville territory.
Inside 4 minutes left in the half. Clarksville trailing 25-8, so they know defensively this would be a big stop for them to get the ball back in their own territory. Vikings, first 4th down they have faced tonight, and it looks like they're going to punt the football away. And I say that, remember, Stagger is your punter back at the 27-yard line. Clarksville has nobody back. They don't expect a punt here. So here is Stagger standing back as 27. There's the spot. He looks. He's going to kick it away. Nobody back, and this ball is going to bounce at the 5. It's going to go into the end zone, just missing the near pylon. Almost put it in the coffin corner, but instead it's a touchback. Goes out to the 15-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Vikings leading 25-8. They punt the football away.
Yeah, just first time they've had to punt and stopped offensively, so let's see what the defense rolls out there. Clarksville able to get something going offensively last time. Edco's going to have to regroup a little bit here.
Coming up at the half, we'll talk with Edco cross-country coach Mike Luchin. The girls and boys cross-country coach, they had their first meet on Tuesday, which Edco hosted. And we'll talk with Coach Luchin about how the season is going so far, how the opening night went. And it's good they got that cross-country meet in finally. It's been canceled the last couple of years.
It's been a long time since we've had that thing.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Back to Moon. Direct snap. Moon brings it left side, 20-yard line. Keeps those legs churning. Stagger among the group of players there. Also number 11 there in Dakota Hansel. But again, a good run on 1st down for Moon. And Moon picks up 6 on 1st down as he brings it near side.
Yeah, just a hard run there and a solid gain. So they're getting those big gains on 1st and 2nd down, making 3rd down manageable. Edco's going to have to regroup here and change something to fix this problem.
Now, for, again, the Clarksville Indians, they have found something with Moon, getting him at least inside the opening line there from left and right up the middle. 2nd down, 4 yards to go. Back to Moon again. Here's the same play, and he brings it right side near 1st down yardage across the 20-yard line. To about the 23-yard line. He'll be short of 1st down, but it's manageable. 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They still have plenty of time to work with. Inside 3 minutes left in our first half.
Yeah, plenty of time, but remember, they spent 2 early timeouts on the offensive end, so they only have that 1 timeout. Edco down to their 1 timeout as well.
So again, situation, 3rd down, 2 yards to go here. Again, for Clarksville, they operate from the middle of the field. And on 3rd down and shorts, Moon again going to bring it left side, trying to get to the edge. There's a flag. There's a holding call. It's actually a direct snap to Miller. Miller brings it left side for 1st down yardage near the 30-yard line, but there was a hold. Getting through on the right side was Stagger, and he was held, and that's going to push Clarksville back 10 yards.
Yeah, that's going to back this all up because that's going to be from the spot of the foul there. So they're going to lose the gain, and they're going to lose some more yards. So they're going to have a long ways to go here to pick up this 3rd down.
So, yes, it puts them in a 3rd and long, and that's one thing they have not handled well in this ball game tonight is 3rd and long situations. So, again, this will be 3rd down, 11 yards to go. Clock stops with 2.5 left here in our 2nd quarter.
Yeah, back to about the original line of scrimmage, just at the 14 here.
So 3rd down, 11 yards to go, split backs in the backfield. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here with Moon. And before we do that, we have a timeout that is taken by Clarksville. That is their final timeout of the half. They used 2 on their opening drive in this football game. So they want to be sure what they're doing on 3rd and long. We mentioned Edco cross-country coach Mike Luchin, our halftime guest, will also update you on scores at the half. Right now, Central leads West Central 6-0. Midland leads Postville 9-0. Starmont has scored against McCook Valley. They trail 14-6. We expect to get you an MFL Marmac Crestwood ball game, as well as a update from North Cedar and Clayton Ridge. And it is Clayton Ridge leading North Cedar 28-0 in the first quarter of that game. Wow. A team that has kind of, struggled. North Cedar has the last few years.
They have, and they're kind of a small A school, and kind of on the verge of maybe being an 8-man eligible type of school.
So, again, Clayton Ridge, a great start in their home opener. Third down, 11 yards to go. Speaking of Clayton Ridge, we'll see them next week when they go to MFL Marmac. Thursday night, we'll see Edco. Springville and Edco. Then Friday nights, it's going to be Clayton Ridge and MFL Marmac. Back-to-back nights for us in week number 2.
Yeah, we're going to get busy. That's for
Third down, 11 yards to go. Moon to throw the football. Has time. Now flushed out of the pocket. Throws it away instead of taking the hit. And he's tackled anyway by number 11 in Dakota Hansel once again. There was nothing downfield. Great special teams coverage there by Edco. And do we have a flag on the field?
A late flag. And I don't know if this is grounding, if they're looking at this as intentional grounding because he just kind of dumped it, or what they're going to do here.
Didn't get past the sticks. So if you're Edco, intentional grounding is what it is. He didn't get it past the sticks. If you're Edco, you decline this penalty, don't you?
I would think so, but it's a loss of down. How do you lose it
Either
down
way, you're
on the
right.
fourth?
So it's only going to push him back to the 1 yard line. So this is a break for Edco regardless. It's going to push him back all the way back to the spot, which was just outside the goal line. So he's going to punt. Moon from a step in front of the back of the goal line, and Stagger is at the 28-yard line.
This is insane.
Yeah, the Vikings are going to get great field position. Moon kicks it away from Stagger, kicked it left side. It bounces at the 30 away from Stagger. He's looking to pick it up, but does not. Clarksville able to get down there at the 35-yard line. Good coverage there by Miller, who continued, even though it was blocked, to find his way there to the ball. And Stagger was away from him. It's 1st and 10 back at the 34-yard line. Moon with a great punt, 31 yards, but more importantly, no return.
Yeah, able to get that away from the end zone, keep it away from Stagger there, and it's in Clarksville territory, but at least it's out of the shadow of your own end zone.
And again, the Vikings have 2 timeouts to work with, plenty of time. 2:17 left here in our first half, leading by 17. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And it's 1st down, 10 yards to go with Stagger here, standing at midfield at the 40-yard line. Stagger looking to his receiver to the left. Some conversation going on there. It's a high snap. He's looking to throw the football. He's looking long, looking for Miller. Sideline, catches it wide open. Far side at the 10, down to the 5, goes in for the score. Touchdown, got it. First play from scrimmage, a deep shot. 35-yard pass there, but it's going to come back. There's a holding play on Edco.
Yep, they're going to call holding on Edco, so this is all coming back, and it happened right after he let go of the ball.
And again, that'll push them inside their own territory. What a great strike by Stagger. Miller in stride with one-on-one coverage. That is a combination you are going to see quite a bit this year.
Well, you said it before the snap. They were talking, and you knew there was something up between those two, and he found an opening, was wide open, and got in for the score, but it's going to come back, and that's got to be frustrating for Coach Hanna.
And again, Stagger is allowed to do that. He is given a lot of freedom at the line of scrimmage. If he sees something, he can make the change on the call of what they're looking to do. So it goes back to the 35-yard line, touchdown negated. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and Stagger here again gets the snap to throw the football. Looking long, now going to step up and run. He's tripped up, though, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe ahead for a yard. That's a good job up front by Crestwood. Number 75, Parker Lemke, a sophomore lineman, makes the play, and it's going to be a pickup of 1. 2nd down, 19 yards to go. We're inside 2 minutes left here in our first half.
Yeah, just not much room there, and got his shoelaces, and down he went.
So, again, the Vikings still have those timeouts. No reason to use them yet. They go with a spread formation once again, and on 2nd down, 19 yards to go. Stagger, again, looking over things at the line of scrimmage and gets the snap. Stagger rolling out right side, looking down the middle of the field, caught by Miller. Miller 1st down inside the 25-yard line, tackled by the 24-yard line. Miller makes the open field tackle. Miller the catch, Miller the tackle. 1st and 10, they convert with a 20-yard pass play.
Yeah, that was just a nice catch there by Miller going to get that ball.
Well, the other thing is Miller came lined up from the left side and ran that crossing pattern across the middle of the field. So first down, 10 yards to go. 1:14 and counting in our second quarter. And Stagger again to throw the football. Stagger, time, fakes the throw, now flushed out of the pocket, looking to run. He's going to bring it left side, 20-yard line, stays on his feet, wisely steps out of bounds inside the 20-yard line to the 18-yard line. He was drug out of bounds by Parker Lemke, stops the clock, positive gain on first down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, about a 9-yard gain there, but more importantly, steps out of bounds, so that's going to stop the clock.
So that's the important part with 1:01 to go here in our first half. North Fayette Valley leads Independence. 6 minutes left in the opening quarter, 14-0. Great start for the Tiger Hawks at home.
Great start against good competition there in Independence.
Yeah, and Independence, a playoff team a season ago. I know they had some kids they had to replace, but still, you're talking a 3A school for the 2A North Fayette Valley. 8-yard pickup is what they give Stagger on that play, and it's second down, 2 yards to go. Stagger has time again. Looking left side, that pass. Miller tiptoeing on the sideline, overshot. Far side of the field, inside the 5-yard line. He just ran a curl, then out to the sideline, incomplete. Third down, 2 yards to go. Second time we've seen that kind of short passing game that the Vikings looking to add on this year.
Yeah, and I think, running that out pattern gets you able to catch the ball, gain a few yards, but able to step out of bounds as well and stop that clock.
So, again, we're down to 58 seconds left here in our first half.
And remember, we're 3rd and 1, so they could take a shot. They can try those pass plays. Stager can always use his feet to pick up that first down.
Again, empty backfield, third down, 1 yard to go. And snap back to Stagger. Stagger rolling out to the right, trying to get to the edge. He's going to run it inside the 10-yard line. Slips by a defender down to the 5-yard line, and he's finally brought down in bounds at the 3-yard line. They may say he got out of bounds. Stagger a bit slow to get up as he was finally tackled by Anfinson near side, but that brings it first and goal to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, good gain there by Stagger. And again, he only needed to pick up one to get the first down, but did a nice job of using his feet and lowering his shoulders there and getting that first down.
They said that he was out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So actually the 4-yard line is where they spotted. So the clock stopped with 51 seconds to go here in the first half. This has been a well-executed drive by the Vikings with the exception of that holding penalty, which they've been able to overcome.
Yeah, they have.
So first down and goal, again in the backfield. You have to the right side Riley in the backfield and Miller in the deep back formation, but this is going to be a delay of game. Vikings never got this play going. They were tough to line up in a formation we have not seen yet tonight. And that 5-yard penalty will push them back to the 9-yard line where it remains first and goal.
And you wonder if this will change their call here because I think they had something special dialed up, but different personnel in there. Maybe they shift things here now, being a little farther away.
And again, you've got everything open for you here. You got plenty of time, 51 seconds in our first half. And again, you have 2 timeouts to use, so the Vikings executing well here, and it's first and goal to the 9-yard line, leading 25-8. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. So they changed the formation after that penalty. And on first and goal, to throw the football is again Stagger. Stagger steps up, flushed out of the pocket, going to bring it 5-yard line, trying to get to the edge. He does. Goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Got it. Jack Stagger with his second touchdown run. This one is from 9 yards out. And the Vikings late in the second quarter now lead 31-8.
Yeah, just wanted to throw that ball, and good coverage by the Indians. They picked up all those receivers, being it's only short yardage, but Stagger able to step up, get through that first wave, and then just kind of pick his way to that end zone.
And the Vikings spread you out. That's what makes it so tough to defend Stagger in the open.
Well, give kudos to the 3 guys up front who allow them to be able to do that.
And it will be Stagger to try the PAT to hold for Miller. Snap is down, kick is up. It is high enough, long enough, and you can put it on the board. 43 seconds to go in the half. Vikings answer, leading 32-8.
Need a little pick-me-up? Make your next stop the Store Romaine and Coffee Bar in Monona. Whether you're craving a perfectly crafted coffee or one of our refreshing, flavor-packed Lotus energy drinks, we've got something to brighten your day. And don't just grab your drink and go. Take a look around. The Store Romaine is filled with unique gifts, beautiful home decor, seasonal finds, and plenty of reasons to treat yourself. So come sip, shop, and discover something new at the Store Romaine and Coffee Bar in Monona, your local stop for a little bit of everything.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people bottom line is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
So it's a touchdown run of 9 yards for Jack Stagger. He has scored 4 touchdowns in this ball game, 2 touchdown runs, 2 punt returns. Miller of the PAT, and it is 32-8. Vikings in the lead here with 43 seconds left here in our first half. Indians will try to double up, hoping to score here late in the second quarter. They get the ball to start the third. Miller, deep kick once again over the head there of Miller for Clarksville. It is yet another touchback. It is first down, 10 yards to go for Clarksville. Clarksville is out of timeouts at the 15-yard line. They'll now try to strike a big play sometime here.
Yeah, they're going to have something big, whether they can open somebody up to get a big run or if they can throw some kind of ball downfield. They're not a big passing team, but they do have the ability to do that.
First quarter, Crestwood leads MFL Marmac 18-0 at the end of the first quarter, and that's a game at Crestwood tonight.
That's a pretty good Crestwood team.
Yeah, Crestwood returns their quarterback from a season ago. That was a postseason team as well. First down, 10 yards to go. Again, without a receiver, and Moon is going to hand the football to Miller. Miller brings it up the middle, gets out to about the 20-yard line, not able to bounce outside. 19-yard line. I don't think the Vikings would take a timeout here. Again, they only have 2, so it doesn't make a difference. On the side, they say it's fourth down, but that was our first play, so we can put it over to second down here. And he still says fourth down.
He's still looking for the 2 there. Yeah, there you go.
There it is. So second down, 6 yards to go. Should be a final play. As Moon is actually going to throw the football. He has time, looking right side. He's looking for Miller down the far sideline. He is overshot. 35-yard line covered there by Riley. Did have a step on him. And they took a deep shot, incomplete. And we're down to 11.7 seconds left in our first half.
Well, third down, you've got enough time. You could take another shot if you want. Try to get a big play here. I think it's kind of wide open because they're not going to have to punt this.
And, yeah, even if they take a deep shot here, that should run off enough time to make it where they actually could run a play on fourth down and try another long play. But the goal here is to not throw an interception, not turn the ball over to the Vikings. So third down, again, close formation. Moon is going to run it. And across the 20-yard line, he'll pick up first down yardage as he gets out to the 25-yard line. And that's how the first half comes to an end. Vikings, a great start, putting up 25 points in the opening quarter. They now lead as we go to the half by a score of 32-8. When we return, our halftime interview, we'll be joined by Edco cross-country coach Mike Luchin. We had an opportunity to talk to him earlier today. We'll talk about an update with Edco Cross Country. We'll have scores, first half stats, and more. It's all coming up on the halftime show when we continue.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
As you're bringing in the harvest this fall, remember to watch for overhead power lines.
A safety tip from Iowa's electric cooperatives.
If you snag a power line, remain inside your vehicle and if possible, back away from the hazard. If your equipment catches fire, jump clear and avoid vehicle and ground contact. Call 911 and your local electric company immediately and train your crew on these risks and procedures too.
Iowa's electric cooperatives want you to be safe and productive this fall.
Alameda Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturday.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Evans Chiropractic. Experience hometown banking with your neighbors and friends at Farmer Savings Bank. Locations in Colesburg, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elkport, Garber, Elgin, Wadena, and Manchester. Member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, and by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Our halftime guests tonight were joined by Edco cross-country coach Mike Luchin, in charge of the girls and boys programs. The Edco Invitational started the season for many teams on Tuesday. How'd things go for the Vikings there? Let's start with the girls' side.
Oh, the girls ran well. We were sixth. A lot of great competition. Maquoketa Valley has a really good team this year. Southwind is historically good all the time. Starmont's coming off of a really good season last year, and they have a lot of girls back. So great run by our girls. A lot of first-time runners that we had. I thought we competed really well.
As far as some of the top individuals for your team, talk about your individuals this year.
All right, Josie Deers is back. She was ranked last year. She finished second at the meet, and looks like she's going to build on the success she had last year. Really impressed with how she ran that Tuesday night. Macy Bailey comes up from junior high, and she was our number 2 runner and ran really well. Annabelle Wolfcool, Jenna Hammond, and Amanda Nuri come back, and they formed the basis of a team last year that finished 3rd in the conference. So we have a lot of experience with those 5. And then we have a whole bunch of new girls. Just to kind of go in order, we have Dagny Kuhlman, Olivia Bergen, Eden Heeman, Riley Alvis, we have Kalissa Reimer, and we have Olivia Tyne. And all of these girls are either in their first or second year of running cross country, and it looks like a lot of them are going to be really successful. They just have to get used to the 5Ks.
Yeah, absolutely. So great look at numbers there. Let's talk about on the boys' side from Tuesday night.
We finished 9th, but we have 8 boys this year, Alfred Cross, so that's going to be really good. Eli Bailey's our 1, and then he's followed by Isaac Hansel, Grady Olin. We have Trent Highland, Paul Nuri. We have Connor Bailey. We have Creighton Wessels, and we have Kinnick Robbins. And these guys we're deeper than we've been on the boys' side in a long time.
Yeah, so numbers look great for your both programs.
The numbers are great. Yeah. Yep, and it was really good. I don't have any 8th graders, but I didn't need to pull any 8th graders early, which I think was a good thing this year too.
Yeah, so certainly good news there. All right, let's talk about looking ahead to next week. You guys go to Oline, correct?
We do. Flat course. Ours is very hilly, and it gives a good contrast between the 2 courses, so the kids get to see a lot of different ways that they're going to have to compete and run. This one's going to be much faster. You're going to be able to hold your speed longer. So I really like it. It also looks like it's going to be a lot warmer than it was this week. So,
all right. Now, as far as the Tri-Rivers Conference, as far as girls and boys wise, who do you see as the teams to compete with?
Okay, on the girls' side, it's Maquoketa Valley, it's Starmont, and it's us. We should be the top 3. I know coach speak, I shouldn't say that, but I don't mind. I think pressure is good. It's because you've earned it, and I will let those girls know that we should be in the top 3 and competing with those teams. I think Mac Valley is probably deeper than the other 2, and they're kind of a clear-cut favorite at the moment, but I like where we're at on that side.
All right, on the boys' side?
On the boys' side, I think Starmont's probably the best team in the conference, and Cal Wheat is historically pretty good as well, but I think Starmont's probably the best this year. And we're looking at the middle of the pack finish is what I would like to see. We can pack run pretty well this year, so we've been 9th or 10th the last few years, and I think we're definitely going to improve on that this year.
All right, Coach, certainly thanks for joining us here to talk at the half, and we look forward to following how you guys are doing. Good luck.
Thank you, Dan.
Yes, Edco cross-country coach Mike Luchin on his Vikings girls and boys program, our halftime guest tonight.
From season openers to championship moments, Alpine keeps you connected to every play. Whether you're streaming the big game on Fusion TV Plus, posting high school highlights with fiber internet, catching up with family and friends through your home or mobile phone, or protecting what matters most with Alpine Security, Alpine Communications keeps you connected. We're proud to support local student athletes because strong communities start with strong connections. Click alpinecom.net or call 245-4000 for the win.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood, Delhi, and Oldwine. Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Bacon Concrete in Postville. Furniture Showcase in Oldwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. And Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Welcome back once again here to Clarksville. Our score 32-8. It is Edco leading Clarksville here at the half. For the Vikings, opening possession, second play. They scored on a 49-yard run by Jack Stager. The run failed. They led 6-0. On the second drive, their best drive of the night, Miller scored on a 4-yard run. The run failed. It was 12-0. Then another touchdown late in the second quarter. Jack Stager had a 49-yard punt return for a touchdown. Miller's PAT made it 19-0. In the second quarter, Stager a 50-yard punt return. The PAT failed. It was 25-0. Clarksville got on the board with a 5-yard touchdown run from Moon. His conversion run made it 25-8. Then late in the second quarter, Jack Stager scored his second rushing touchdown. This a 9-yard run. Miller's PAT was good. And again, our score is 32-8 at the half. We're joined once again by Coach Aaron Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, and let's start first off for the Vikings.
For the Vikings, we'll start on the ground. Jack Stager had 9 carries, 111 yards. Those 2 touchdowns. Jaden Miller, 3 carries, 13 yards. He had that touchdown run. Carter Knipper, 2 carries, 2 yards. A total of 126 yards on the ground on 14 carries. In the air, Jack Stager was 3 for 5. He had 52 yards passing. Jaden Miller, 1 catch for 19 yards. Dace Arthur, 2 catches for 33 yards. So total in the first half, the Vikings had 178 yards of offense.
Yeah, and again, the numbers aren't skewed that bad in this matchup tonight. It's just the Vikings had the big special teams plays. Totals now for Clarksville.
Clarksville on the ground. Nathan Moon has carried the ball 20 times for 85 yards. He's got that 5-yard touchdown run. Bowden Miller's carried 5 times for 42 yards. Noah Moon, 1 carry, he lost a yard. And Harley Barnett had 2 carries for 9 yards. So 28 carries, 135 yards on the ground. Moon did complete 1 pass on 5 attempts. It was a 12-yard catch. That was by Barnett. So total yards for the Clarksville Indians is 147 yards.
Yeah, so again, not being outplayed that much offensively, but again, they've had the ball far more than the Vikings in the first half, as again, those 2 special teams touchdowns are everything in this ball game. Let's talk about scores from across the area right now. And this, we continue updates here at the end of the first quarter. Central leads West Central 6-0. At the end of the first quarter, Crestwood leads MFL Marmac 18-0. Midland leading Postville at the half 16-0. Clayton Ridge leading North Cedar 28-0. That was at the end of the first quarter. Independence has scored in the second quarter. North Fayette Valley leads them 14-8 early in the second quarter. And Maquoketa Valley has scored again late in the second quarter. They lead Starmont at the half by a score of 28-6. Coach, your thoughts on our opening night score so far?
Yeah, interesting scores. There's some interesting matchups there. Like we talked about, Clayton Ridge doing things well against probably a little short-handed North Cedar team. They always struggle for numbers a little bit.
And Clayton Ridge, a team that's, again, having to have guys step up into new roles.
Yeah, new roles out there, but seems like things are working. That Independence North Fayette Valley game is very intriguing because Independence a perennial powerhouse in 3A, but North Fayette Valley kind of, doing good things right now. So, and of course, Maquoketa Valley, they're one of the favored teams probably in their district, or at least up there battling. So it doesn't surprise me. Starmont lost a lot of pieces last year.
All right, and again, Central, who figures to be in the mix for a postseason spot in this district, only leading West Central 6-0. So we'll have, again, another update hopefully coming up in just a short period of time for that. Crestwood leading MFL Marmac, an MFL Marmac team that should be improved this year. But again, that's a tough task at Crestwood in that ball game tonight. And Postville, also a team that should be improved, trailing Midland 16-0 at the half. And believe it or not, for Postville, you can see that's a sign of improvement.
That is. That's a step forward because a lot of times, in years past, they'd be getting to halftime. They're out of the ball game already. And 16-0, that's a couple scores. We'll see what they can do offensively, but defensively, kind of holding their own there.
Yeah, and I believe, by the way, Postville plays 5 homecoming games this year. They've become kind of the trendy team there to play on homecoming nights, and that's hoping there's something to change in the future. So at the half, 32-8. Edco leads Clarksville. When we return, we'll have the second half kickoff, and we'll preview the second half. You're listening to Edco Football on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
Around here, staying connected means more than just having internet. At NEAT, we're your local connection for fast, reliable fiber internet, backed by a team that lives and works right here in the communities we serve. And this fall, our name is changing to Tributary Communications. But what matters most isn't changing. Same local team, same trusted service, same commitment to our communities, with a name built for where we're headed next. NEAT is becoming Tributary Communications, connecting communities, growing together.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Hey students, start your financial journey the right way with People's State Bank. Get $100 for opening a People's checking account. This account includes free debit card, online and mobile banking, ATM fee rebates, and much more at no cost to you. Visit one of their branches to get your account set up and mention this ad to get this offer. The $100 bonus will be deposited into the account within 7 business days after the account has been active for 3 months. To be considered active, the account must have a minimum of 10 transactions that post and settle within the first 3 months of the account opening date. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Bloom's Flowers, Gifts, and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Hochschild Logging in Farmersburg, Rockflyer Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. At the half, 32-8 is our score. It is a 24-point lead for Edco. Clarksville gets the ball to start the second half. All right, let's talk about this second half for the Indians getting back into the game at 25-8, gave up a late score. But let's talk a little bit now here about Clarksville needing to answer on this opening drive.
I think this opening drive is going to be key. They've seen glimpses of things that they can do. They've had some struggles at different times, but I think if they can get some first downs, establish a drive, I think they're going to feel better about things, and it has to end with points. But if you're Edco, you got to set the tone defensively. They had a couple of big stops, forced a couple of punts, which gave a different dimension to what could happen there, and Clarksville wants to avoid that, that's for sure. They don't want to give the ball back to the Vikings. They want long, sustained drives.
Well, and if you think about it for Edco, you take away those 2 punt returns for touchdowns, and again, you've got a special player in Jack Steger to do that, but it's a different ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a manageable ball game as opposed to a kind of an urgency that Clarksville's probably feeling right now.
All right, so we're ready to go with the second half on a beautiful night. Another score to pass along. North Fayette Valley has scored again against Independence, and they lead 20-8. And again, that ball game is in the second quarter of that game. They had a 7:30 start in that ball game. So Miller launches it away. He's been really good on kickoffs tonight. Touchbacks on nearly every one. And this is from the 30-yard line. Miller again launches it away. This is a high kick. It is deep, and that ball is actually going to go outside. We jinxed him. It's going to go out of bounds. On the far side at the 5-yard line is where the ball goes out of bounds. He was looking to push it away left side, but too far, and they'll take the penalty there. Well, they may make him kick it off again, perhaps.
Oh, they might. They look like they're lining up and telling him, we're gonna kick this a second time.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Took them a little bit to the side, but they're going to make Miller kick it off from 5 yards back. So now he'll kick off from the 25-yard line. Again, the lights are on. Our sun is tucked down for the night. Beautiful opening night for week number 1 of the high school football season. Temperatures upper 70s. Wind's not a factor in this ball game at all tonight.
Field's in great shape. We were out on it. It's crowned. Nice, lush grass. Everything looks to be in really good shape.
And Clarksville, of course, recently building that new press box on the other side, so they got plenty of space for media. We appreciate that. And we're on the visitors' press box, which is certainly good for us. Miller to launch it away once again. Second half now underway again. Miller's kick. It is returnable for Miller at the 8-yard line. Brings it up right side up the middle. 25-yard line near the 30-yard line. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Bowden Miller the return. First down, 10 yards to go for the Indians at their own 28-yard line with the first initial drive of our second half.
It looks like number 18 was in on that tackle, so I think that's his first action of the season.
Yeah, Kinnick Mott.
Yeah.
Yep, and Mott is, of course, a sophomore. 5'10", 145 pounds. Listed as a quarterback as well on the roster. And we did not, of course, play JV tonight, but Edco, man alive, they've got great numbers. 11 freshmen out for football this year.
Yeah, they got a lot of kids, and they look to be pretty talented and be that future for Edco football.
First down, 10 yards to go, their own 28-yard line. Vikings bring run blitz, and that causes movement up front for Clarksville. Dakota Hansel was rushing in at the line of scrimmage late, and it caused movement up front. And Clarksville starts this drive with a 5-yard penalty for, again, illegal motion.
Yeah, just one of those pre-snap penalties that just frustrates you as a coach. You expect a little of that early in the year, but you want to correct that as quickly as possible.
All things considered, we have not had just a ton of flags for the season opener.
Yeah, not terrible, not like we've had in years past where sometimes teams are just really struggling to figure things out.
Yeah, you get 5 or 6 false start penalties, things like that. First down, 15 yards to go as we're 5 seconds into our second half. Same formation for Clarksville. And again, they look to bring run blitz, but Moon to throw the football. He's got a receiver wide open, but intercepted by Dace Arthur at midfield at the 40-yard line. Arthur brings it down the far side, 30-yard line, steps inside the 20. Turnover of the game is number 1 there, recorded by the Vikings. Dace Arthur the interception, 20-yard return, 1st and 10 for Edco at the 20-yard line.
Well, and Arthur, if that ball's thrown correctly, that could be 6 points because there was 2 receivers, and Arthur was the only defender back there, and he just played center field and went and caught the ball.
Harley Barnett was the intended receiver who was open at the 40-yard line, but Arthur able to undercut that route on a ball underthrown. And the Vikings have 1st and 10 to the 20-yard line. First play of the second half results in a turnover for the Indians.
Yeah, not what you wanted to have out of that first drive.
So 1st down, 10 yards to go. Vikings have Miller to the right side. Arthur to the right side. Miller's in the backfield out of pistol formation, and they're going to run it with Miller. Miller up the middle, inside the 20-yard line, stacked up there at the 18-yard line. Again, that was Harley Barnett making the play. 3-yard pickup on 1st down, 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Vikings leading 32-8 and threatening to grab control here in this opening drive for them on the short field to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was just a heads-up play by Arthur. The ball hung a little bit. Like I said, he plays center field for the baseball team for me, and he just watched that ball, timed it perfectly, and a nice return to give the Vikings this short field.
And there's a reason why I play center field, right?
Absolutely.
Always put one of your better defenders there. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Same formation for the Vikings. And on 2nd down, 7 yards to go, Stagger taking his time, gets the snap, slant play, right side. Arthur catches it, middle of the field, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal to the 8-yard line. Arthur showing good hands on a bullet by Stagger to the right side, to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Yeah, about 11-yard gain there, and just a quick hitter, and he did a nice job of hauling that in.
And you love to see that from Edco. It was something that was missing from their game a season ago. And really, when you played a team like Gladbrook-Rhinebeck, that kind of showed it a little bit. They were able to take away anything you tried to do deep. So this is something that they've really been focusing on this season.
Yeah, those short hitters.
Split receivers, left and right, 1st and goal, back to Stagger. Stagger runs it left side with Knipper. Knipper to the 5-yard line, maybe the 4-yard line. He does get just inside the 5, picks up about a yard, and it's 2nd and goal from inside the 5-yard line, just in the nose of the football, inside the 5.
Yeah, just not huge gains, but a couple of yards there that time for Carter Knipper, and they really want to try to establish him. He's just had a tough go of it so far.
Clarksville needing to make a stop here. They desperately need it. Trailing 32-8 right now. Vikings, same formation. They operate from the left hash mark. Knipper is behind the quarterback Stagger there, out of pistol formation. 2nd down and goal. Stagger back to Knipper, nothing doing. To the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Corbin Myers, senior up front, making the stop there for Clarksville. It's a loss back to the 6-yard line, and it's 3rd and goal, probably closer to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, just well read by the Indians, and like you said, they need a stop here, so they're shooting those gaps real quick.
And again, the Vikings are looking to develop that running back. Last year, again, they had Carson Ingalls and was always a threat to run the football there. And obviously, Knipper stepping into that role this season.
Well, they've got Steger and Miller, but they want that other threat, that consistent guy in the backfield.
So 3rd and goal to the 7-yard line. Split receivers again. Arthur goes in motion. Option play right side. Keeping it is going to be Stagger. Stagger goes between guard and tackle. Right side inside the 5-yard line. Goes in for the score. Touchdown. Got it. Stagger bounced it outside. Decided to keep it instead of pitching it. It's a touchdown run of 7 yards. And the Vikings take advantage of the turnover, leading 38-8.
Yeah, and he had the pitch man there, and he could have easily pitched that as well, but there was a lane for him. There was a lane for the pitch man. Clarksville just didn't get enough bodies over there.
So that's a 7-yard run for Stagger. Stagger has scored here, now 3 rushing touchdowns, along with his 2 punt returns. So it will be Stagger to once again hold as Miller tries the PAT. Spot is down. The kick is up. It is long enough. It is high enough. Splits the uprights. It is good. 9:15 left in the 3rd. Vikings lead 38-8. Let's take this break.
It's back to school time and the fall sports season is underway. Hi, this is Dr. Jessica Wilkie of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. Dr. Mark Foley and myself wish all our area students and athletes good luck this fall. We welcome new patients and look forward to seeing you at your next dental appointment.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
So 39-8 is actually our score. And the 7-yard touchdown run by Steiger. Miller hits the PAT. And again, it is the Vikings leading by 31 right now. Early in the third quarter, interception by Dace Arthur set up the short field.
Yeah, they've had lots of things tonight, offensively, special teams, defensively. They've shown the full package tonight.
So again, it will be Miller to launch it away, who has done a great job launching in this football game tonight. Miller from the 30-yard line once again. And Miller gets a kick, and this is going to go out of bounds again. That's twice we've talked about the job that Miller's been doing, kicking off. He's been doing a good job on the PATs, but this one sails out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and I think Clarksville's going to make him punt it again.
Make him punt another one, so we'll see what happens here.
Back to the 25-yard line. We need to stop talking about how Jaden Miller's been doing such a good job on kickoffs tonight. Seem to be jinxing him.
And I don't know what Clarksville's doing here, but they're regrouping, and I think, are they going to take the ball now?
Yeah, looks like they are. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty at the 30-yard line. Well, if you think about it, the last time this happened, the last series, they got the ball to the 28-yard line, so they actually would have been better off taking the penalty. So they figured,
let's just take it
to the 30-yard line. Avoid starting from inside further in our territory. 9:15 left in the third quarter, and again our score is 39-8. I want to pass along to see who we have another score for you here. Central leads West Central 22-8. That's at the half, and it is Clayton Ridge leading North Cedar 50-0 at the half. First down, running the football right side. Bowden Miller hit in the backfield as he tried to get to the edge. No luck there. A host of Vikings. Keegan Stelkin there. Also there is Hansel. Arthur, a host of Vikings. It's a loss of 4 yards on the toss play left side.
Yeah, initial contact by Stelkin, and just defenders kept coming and hitting him and stacked him up. That's a loss of about 4 yards.
He's kind of a handful to handle, isn't he?
He is, absolutely.
So second down, 14 yards to go. We had something that was by the official. It almost looked like a flag, but I believe it's some tape that he picked up at the 10-yard line that somebody lost from their jersey and threw it back a little further. So second down, 14 yards to go. Two receivers lined up right side for Clarksville. And again, Miller to the right of Moon. Moon to throw the football. Correction, Moon rolling out right side. He is looking to throw the football, looking to run, throws it on the run, throws it out of bounds. It is incomplete. And again, nothing open downfield. Pressure by Jaden Miller along with Hansel. Also there, Riley. That's the third time tonight that Miller has Moon has had to dump the ball to avoid a loss of yardage.
Yeah, just nobody there, nobody open. They had a guy on the backside, but he was well covered. Good job to the Edco defense, not only in pursuit, but in coverage down the field.
And here's Clarksville with a 3rd and 14 now here from back at their 26-yard line. Edco's had explosive plays offensively, but defensively they've had a really strong game.
They have. They've been tough up front and, good, for the most part, good coverage in the secondary and just a lot of pressure in the backfield.
So third down, 14 yards to go. Moon has Miller to his left. And they operate with a close formation. Third down, 14 yards to go. Moon to run the option, keeps it himself, couple of yards, pitches it late to Miller. Miller gets to the edge. He's to the 40-yard line, down the far sideline, and Miller is gone. Miller on the option play takes it a total of 54 yards. The Indians needing a big play. They just got it there from Bowden Miller, and it's now 39-14.
That was a super late pitch, but a well-placed pitch by Moon, and Miller got that thing full speed.
So Moon with the pitch there, and actually Moon picked up about the first 4 yards of that. Somehow got it pitched when it looks like he was down, and again, they were able to finish off that play for a touchdown with 8:10 to go in the third quarter. That's really the first big play that Clarksville has had in this football game tonight.
Yeah, and that was a big run. That was something that they probably needed, and Edco's they're gonna have to have a talk about that one.
So here is your conversion attempt now for the Indians. And Miller and again Moon. There's the snap. Somebody moved up front. Yep, they blew the play dead. I believe it was on the right side. Somebody jumped off sides. It may have been Landon Enfinson off the right side, but that'll push it back. They'll try the attempt from the 8-yard line now. So penalty there against Clarksville.
Do-over on the untimed down here.
So back to the 8-yard line. So this is a now 39-14 ball game. Miller started to head towards the sideline, but I think you want him in here, don't you?
I think so. I think you want him as part of this play.
So Miller started to go towards the sideline, and no, they head on back there. So They'll try it now back from the 8-yard line, trying to get up their 16th point of the ball game. Different formation this time. 3 lined up straight in the backfield. Noah Moon is to the right there of Nathan Moon. Here's the snap, and Nathan Moon to throw the football. That pass incomplete. Perrin Jacket in the coverage. Look towards the right sideline in the end zone. Harley Barnett, the intended receiver, but the conversion fails. 8-10 left in the third. Vikings lead 39-14.
At Freedom Bank, we're proud to cheer on the hometown athletes who give it their all. You'll see us in the stands, on the sidelines, and throughout our communities, supporting the players, coaches, and families who make Northeast Iowa a great place to call home. Whether it's on the field or in your financial life, we're here to help you reach your goals. Visit us in Elkader, Monona, Postville, or Waukon and experience the difference of a 100% employee-owned community bank. Freedom Bank. We empower success.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Woody's Retreat Dog Grooming, Boarding, and Daycare in Manchester, Lloyd Kelchin Grain in Edgewood, The Market, a division of Kendrick Inc., Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Gothenburg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, and the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC. Again, it is a squib kick by Clarksville, and Clarksville, as it just goes inside Edco territory, the Vikings fall down on it at the 37-yard line, though Clarksville had that well covered. They had an opportunity there, but it is picked up by the Vikings, and I believe that may have been Hansel.
I think it was number 5, Connor Riley.
All right, so Riley recovers the kick, and great field position for the Vikings at their own 37-yard line. For Clarksville, it is Moon. Again, they handed the football off right side, but the big run there was by Miller, and I believe they end up giving him, 49 yards on that run?
53 total, but 49 yards on the run.
Yeah, the first 4 were by Moon. So first down, 10 yards to go. And a loaded backfield now here for Edco. Receiver in the slot. Staggert looks to throw the football, looking right side, dumps it short. That pass bobbled and dropped near side by Riley in front of the Edco sideline at the 35-yard line. It's second down, 10 yards to go.
Yeah, tough pass there. A little behind him, over his head, and had to turn his body to try to go get that. Wasn't able to roll it in.
For Edco, still dealing with the injury there to Ben Piersbacher. You may have noticed him on the sideline wearing number 88 for the Vikings. He is a captain. One of the captains there for the Vikings is a 6', 270-pound senior, plays offensive line and defensive line, but he will contribute to this team as the season goes on.
Dealing with a shoulder injury from a year ago in baseball and still just trying to get that thing healthy.
So second down, 10 yards to go. And bunched formation, 3 receivers to the left and some movement up front. Clarksville jumped off sides, but one side points to the other, and the officials will converge here and talk. I don't think this officiating crew has headphones tonight.
I don't think so. They're just coming and talking, but that's going to be against Edco.
And it is a false start. The guilty party was Riley, I believe, off the right side.
Yep, absolutely.
So second down, 15 yards to go for Edco. Just 4 minutes into the start of our second half.
Yeah, slow start here to the second half. We've been a little bit slow. That first half moved pretty quick.
At the half, it is Crestwood leading MFL Marmac 31-0 at the half. We'll continue to keep you up to date. Second down, 15 yards to go for Edco. Empty backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Stagger to throw the football. Quick corner play. It is caught inside on the curl play at the 40-yard line. Riley catches it. Sat down there at the 40-yard line. Drops down there, and it's a good pickup on second down. Brings up about 9-yard pickup. Third down and closer to 7 yards to go.
Yeah, good pickup there. Just a little sit-down route by Riley. Good catch, falling forward there just to get him back into manageable.
Yeah, Riley runs the inside route there on the curl, and they sent that time deep Knipper off the right side. So you try to get them to kind of bite on that lead receiver on the near side. So third down, Vikings still going for it. And again, same formation, empty backfield. And on third down, snap back to Stagger. Stagger now flushed out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield, looking to throw, has plenty of time. Now going to run it. Brings it right side inside the 35-yard line. Maybe first down yardage inside the 30. I think he got it at the 31-yard line. And Stagger may be cramping up as he ran for that first down.
Yeah, just made sure he got the first down, stepped out of bounds, wasn't going to try to do anything more.
And look at Stagger there. He just kind of hobbled a little bit, heads back to the huddle there. Got himself stretched out just fine, it seems. But a good run, good defense downfield by Clarksville, but it's so tough to account for the speed of Stagger.
Yeah, good coverage, but somebody's got to be spying on Stagger.
First down, 10 yards to go. Knipper is going to get the fake handoff there. He did not get it. Stagger brings it right side, goes inside the 25-yard line, and again, it's going to be a good pickup on first down, tackled by number 22 in Harley Barnett, and that is a 6-yard pickup on first down. Second down, 4 yards to go. Great sell on the handoff by Stagger.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody dove to the fake, and he just spun out of it, and good pickup there. Second and manageable here. They can take a shot downfield if they want.
We approach 6.5 in our third quarter. Vikings again leading 39-14. 7-yard pickup is what they called that on first down. Miller lines up as a receiver to the right. Same formation. Knipper is behind the running back there in the quarterback in Stagger as they run out of pistol formation. Second down, this time it's Knipper. Knipper fumbles the football, and it's picked up there by Clarksville. Got through the original line of scrimmage, then knocked out of there. It is picked up by Clarksville. They forced their first turnover of the ball game at the 21-yard line. And a big stop there for Clarksville defensively.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Vikings because second and manageable there, knocking on the door, trying to answer the big touchdown, and gives the ball up, so they're going to have to send the defense back out on the field.
And again, Knipper stepping into a bigger role running the football this year, so all this is learning experience for him carrying the football. First down, 10 yards to go, but Clarksville looks at this now saying, score right here. We make things interesting.
Absolutely.
So first down, 10 yards to go in that loaded backfield. Backs left and right, and Moon is going to bring it up the middle. 20-yard line, stacked up across the 21-yard line, maybe the 22-yard line. I believe Corbin Myers may have recovered that fumble for Clarksville. Only a 1-yard gain on first down there by, again, Nathan Moon.
And I think the tackle that time was by Brown, number 6.
So, yeah, another guy stepping into a role, Cooper Brown, a senior, 6'1", 180 pounds, and a 1-yard gain on first down. And we are now officially halfway through the third quarter. Vikings lead 39-14. They have had 2 punt returns for touchdowns and forced a turnover where they took over at the 20-yard line. They have cashed in on all 3 of those opportunities, which is the big difference in this ballgame. So second down, 9 yards to go. And they send a running back out of the backfield, and they're going to run it with Miller. Miller right side, 35-yard line, breaks through. Miller breaks another tackle. He's down the far sideline, 30-yard line. Miller tries to catch him, brings him down inside the 10-yard line. But another big running play by Miller. First and goal for Clarksville inside the 10-yard line. And I believe they're shaking up on that play was Miller. And that was, again, number 27 there, Bowden Miller.
Yeah, that's going to be 54 yards for Bowden Miller, a huge gain. Looks like he's cramping over there. They're stretching him out.
Yep, got a teammate that's trying to stretch him out there. And, again, in this quarter, he's had, 2 50-yard-plus runs?
Yeah, a couple of huge runs and one for a touchdown. So, yeah, he's been carrying the ball quite a bit.
So this is an opportunity for Clarksville to bring it a little closer. They sent both teams to their sideline there, but Miller's okay. He was quickly stretched out, and he goes back to the sideline. He'll have to be out this play, but I think they may just kind of get the players back here real quick.
Well, I think they did maybe a hydration timeout, maybe.
Try to take advantage of that, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's season opener. Start to see some cramping up, things like that. And, again, one of those deals, if you see that as the season goes on, and you're not doing enough to get in shape in practice, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Early in the year, not staying hydrated, getting back in the swing of school. You got to figure out, I got to drink some water.
So 5.5 to go here in what is quarter number 3. 39-14, Edco in the lead. And again, backs left and right to the hands there of Moon, who gets the snap. Moon goes to the 5-yard line, tries to bounce outside, gets inside the 5, leans ahead near the goal line, stopped just short as Nathan Moon, a hard, tough run, brings it to the 1-yard line. First and goal for the Indians. Second and goal.
Yeah, if that wasn't 7 yards, it's all but 7 yards because that nose of the ball is on the 7, and that nose of the ball is right there near the goal line.
So again, Clarksville trying to take advantage of the turnover, then getting the big play from Miller. And Miller stays out on the sideline for right now. And here is the second and goal play. Moon trying to bring it right side. Nice open field tackle, but unable to bring him down is Miller. And getting away from it is Moon. Slips the tackle, goes in for the score from 1 yard out after the turnover by the Vikings. Taking advantage is Clarksville. Back within 39-20.
Yeah, just a power play there, and Miller thought he had him and tried to get his feet out from under him, but good job by Nathan Moon. Keep his feet and to finish that run. They're back in this ball game and within striking distance.
Absolutely,
now.
And this is an opportunity for them to, again, make it a 17-point ball game, which would bring you, in this situation, within basically 3 scores. It's a 3-score game right now, but, again, you move a point closer. So they'll try for the conversion here. And the snap back to Miller, and this play, Moon rather. This play never really got going. It's blown dead right away. As Nathan Moon flips the ball to the official, it is a false start penalty against Clarksville. So Jaden Miller had the opportunity, and it looked like he was going to bring Moon down right away, but Moon somehow slipped by that tackle.
Yeah, just kept his feet. He's got that low center of gravity and able to keep his feet, and didn't let that pull him over and got into the end zone.
So here is your conversion attempt once again. And Clarksville will try a little further. Back at the 8-yard line is where they'll try the conversion. 4:48 left here in our third quarter.
Yeah, they've been in this situation a lot. Penalties on the extra point.
Yep, they failed last time because of the penalty. And here we go on the 2-point conversion attempt. Moon to throw the football. They bring blitz. He throws it. It is short. Good pressure there by Riley. Forces Moon to dump it early, and the conversion had no chance. 4:48 left in the third. 39-20. Vikings in the lead. Let's take this break.
The Clayton County Farm Bureau Beef Passport is designed to connect communities with local restaurants, local beef, and local agriculture. Now through August 31st, visit participating locations like Fenley's Irish Pub, TD Sports Bar, and Backwoods Bar and Grill to enjoy featured beef menu items and collect stamps for prizes. This year, there's no minimum number of stamps required to enter, and you can participate digitally or with a traditional paper passport.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season. So it's now 39-20 after a touchdown run from 1 yard by Moon, and the pass conversion fails. To kick it off is now number 75, Parker Lemke. So Lemke getting a shot to launch it away from the 30-yard line, but back-to-back touchdowns by the Indians. They've worked their way back into the ball game. Lemke again tries to kick it short. It is caught by Miller at the 28-yard line. He'll bounce it outside. Miller gets to the 30-yard line, gets to the edge, and he's going to take it to the house. It is Jaden Miller bringing it right side. 10-yard line goes in for the score. Touchdown, got it. But there is a flag down, and I believe this is all coming back.
Yeah, it's in the vicinity of a block in the back or a hold.
Yeah, it's a hold.
That's exactly what it's going to be.
So that would have been the third special teams play of the night for a touchdown for Edco. But instead, it's all coming back. And the Vikings will take over here, leading 39-20, but now start in their own territory.
Well, we talked about how it's been a pretty clean night, and all of a sudden, some of these penalties are starting to stack up, and I'm sure that's a frustration and an easy correction, but something that coaches are going to have to address.
And again, it hasn't been too bad in our season opener, but yes, in this second half, we are starting to see it more. So back to the 30-yard line. The penalty happened in midfield, and it's going to be first down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings at their own 40-yard line as they operate from the middle of the field. Halftime score, it is North Fayette Valley leading Independence 20-8 at the half.
That's a big score for North Fayette Valley.
So again, first down, 10 yards to go, empty backfield. Steger to throw the football, looking long, and wide open is Miller, but overshot. It's actually Riley. Wide open at the 20-yard line, overshot inside the 10. He got through the secondary there on a miscommunication defensively. Would have been a walk-in 6, but the home run ball is long, and it's second down and 10.
Yeah, just a little out of his reach and had to turn his head the other way, but that's a tough catch on a good throw, but just a little out of reach. So took a shot downfield.
And for Edco, trying to find out who's going to be that second consistent wide receiver. Dace Arthur's played well in this ball game tonight, but they really feel like they can go with Arthur, Riley. They really feel like any of those guys there
Miller
can fill the role opposite of Jaden Miller. I think Miller, you know what you've got there. So again, two receivers to the left. Miller goes in motion from left to right. They snap it back to Stager. Stager brings it up the middle. 40-yard line. Now bounces to the outside. Makes a defender miss. He's to the 30-yard line. Shuffling his way down the sideline and push out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Little dip in the head as he tried to get extra yardage. First and 10 on a big run there by Jack Stager. They're down to the 18-yard line.
It's going to be 32 yards, so that's a huge gain for Jack Stager.
And they have just had problems tonight finding Stagger. And again, you talk about, you got to slow down Stagger, but it's easier said than done. I mean, it's just that speed in the open field.
Speed and shiftiness and that hesitation and just great vision to find those holes.
Sees the field there. Reminds you of like when Parker Rochford played, right?
Oh, yeah, Parker could find anything, but Stagger's doing a nice job tonight.
First down, 10 yards to go. Receiver split left and right. Pistol formation for the Vikings to the 17-yard lines where they mark it. And Stagger runs the football right side. I believe that is, again, Knipper. Knipper, both hands are on that football, secures it well, but they get down to the 15-yard line. He picks up about 2. Second down, 8 yards to go. We go inside 4 minutes left here in our third quarter. Vikings lead by 19 right now.
And you love to see that. Knipper's the one who coughed it up the last possession. Got to get him back on that horse, get him comfortable with that ball if you're going to establish him this season.
And the Vikings trying to answer back-to-back touchdowns for Clarksville. And they're just outside the 15-yard line, looking at second down and 7 yards to go. Same formation, receiver split left and right here as they continue to operate out of pistol formation. Riley is one of the ends defensively, and they're going to run it with Knipper right side, not much, maybe to the 14-yard line. 13-yard line, picks up 2. It's been tough running in between the tackles tonight. As, again, up front, you have Parker Lemke for Clarksville, who is a sophomore, 5'10" and 255.
Yeah, he's been a load right there in the middle, and they've been trying to run at him, and it's been tough going. So kudos to him on the defensive line, but the Vikings have definitely found success bouncing it outside.
That's a nose guard, isn't it?
Yeah.
So third down, 7 yards to go. Certainly 4-down territory here for the Vikings. Receiver split left and right once again. And Stagger here gets the snap and looking to roll out to the left and throw the football. He's got Miller open. It's pass underthrown. Miller goes up for it just inside the goal line. Cannot hang on to it as he's pushed out of bounds. The pass is incomplete. It is 4th down and 7 yards to go. Miller never really hung on to the football. Would have been a spectacular play, but he's a bit shaken up on that play.
I think he did. I think he had the ball and then landed on it. That's why he's a little slow getting up. But they said he caught it, but he was out of bounds when he caught it, so it didn't matter.
So it's 4th down now here for the Vikings. Miller stays in there, by the way. At first, he kind of tapped on the helmet, like maybe bring somebody in for me. But on 4th down, he's going to get this one out.
And this is like the second 4th down, I think, of the Vikings.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. They have to get inside the 9-yard line for first down yardage. Stagger to throw the football again. Drops back, looks over the middle. That pass in and out of the hands of Knipper. It was rifled. He was open. Middle of the field at the 5-yard line, incomplete. And the Vikings turn it over on downs. Clarksville gets it back. As, again, the Vikings unable to answer back-to-back touchdowns for the Indians.
Well, and now the pressure is on the Viking defense.
Absolutely.
Because, back-to-back touchdowns for Clarksville. You stalled out on downs here. You got to step up defensively and prevent that third score.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Indians, 2:53. So still plenty of time left here in this ball game as they've trailed by as much as a total of 31 points in this game, but back within 19. First down, 10 yards to go. And they snap it back to Moon. Moon's going to bring it right side. 15-yard line, gets through the middle. He's got close to first down yardage as he leans ahead across the 20-yard line to the 22-yard line. Dace Arthur, one of the Vikings there.
Miller, too.
Yep, and Crestwood, or I should say Clarksville. The reason why I say that is I was looking at the MFL Marmac Crestwood score. But they give him close to 9 yards, though they give him the first down, according to the side of the chain gang.
Yeah, they're giving him the first down, and I think they're at the 23. I think this is second one, but they gave him the first down.
The officials say close enough, I guess. Season opener for them, too, isn't it? First down, 10 yards to go, and they go back to Moon. Moon right side, slips off a tackle as he gets across the 25-yard line to the 26-yard line. Dakota Hansel, one of the Vikings in that area. But, again, Clarksville now having some success at the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're starting to run the ball with some force and wearing down this Viking defense a little bit. They haven't had an answer.
Yes, for Edco, this second half, they had the 7-yard run that Stagger had. That was after a Clarksville interception. Otherwise, it's been tough going for them offensively. Did not finish off the last drive, and then, of course, fumbled it the previous drive before that. And that was after getting great field position. And again, after a short punt by Clarksville from their end zone. So second down, 7 yards to go. And again, Moon directs things. Nathan Moon, and this is delay a game. He was directing things but took a little too long. And that penalty will push him back to make it a second down and 12-yard situation here for the Indians.
Yeah, going to make it a little longer here. They're going to push them back, and we talked about those penalties, those pre-snap penalties starting to add up a little bit for both of these teams.
Well, Clarksville, as we mentioned, Moon rushing for 2,200 yards a season ago. So you know you're going to get a lot of him. But tonight, the addition of Bowden Miller has been huge.
Yeah, right now Moon's sitting over 100 yards. Miller's over 100 yards. So you got two guys that are making you that much more dangerous. One of them's going to have a big night, one of these early
So
seasons.
think about this. Clarksville played 10 games a season ago. Moon averaged 228 yards per game.
Yeah.
So Edco's done the job for the most part on Moon.
They have, but Miller's kind of picked up some of that slack. So overall, they have not slowed him down, but I think Moon himself a little bit.
All right, a couple of scores to pass along. Central leads West Central 30-8 early in the third quarter as the Warriors continue to add on. And it's second down, and the officials, we have no penalty there? What's going on?
Second down? They threw a flag, and they didn't back him up.
Nobody moved it.
Nobody moved anything.
So, all right. Apparently the clock, there was not a violation. All right. Well, second down, 7 yards to go. Clarksville will take it. And they snap it back to Moon. Moon left side, trying to get around the edge. He does not. He was tracked down from behind right away. I believe Hansel was able to get to him from behind, and then Stelkin there as well. It was actually number 20, and that was Bryson Zurcher made the first hit. So they lose a couple of yards back to the 23-yard line, and it's third down, 9 yards to go now for Clarksville.
We just talked about how well they've been moving the ball, and things are stalling out a little bit. They got to find a way to pick up, 9 yards here to keep this drive alive.
And third and long situation for Clarksville. We approach 1 minute left here in our third quarter. A third quarter in which Clarksville has had their best quarter of the football game. So a third and long situation. Their last two drives involved big running plays by Miller, one of them a 49-yard touchdown run. Third down, 9 yards to go, back to Moon. Moon brings it right side, gets across the 25-yard line rather. He'll be stopped short of the 30-yard line. Riley making the play as it's going to be fourth down here. But at this point of the ball game, it's fourth down. It's roughly 2 yards to go. So I think if you're Clarksville, we'll call it 3 yards to go. I think you go for it here as we approach 35 seconds left in the third.
I think you have to. You're running out of time. You're running out of possessions, so they got to try to pick this up. And they've been using a lot of time because that back judge has been counting almost delay of games every play.
So again, that lack of delay of game penalty would have made this 4th and 9, but instead it's actually 4th and 8. So fourth down, 3 yards to go. Moon is going to run the football right side, and he gets across the 30-yard line, trying to keep his legs going. I believe he's short of first down as he gets to the 31-yard line, needed to get to the 32-yard line, and it looks like the Vikings have made a stand here defensively.
Yeah, he got a pretty good game there, but not enough, and I don't think they're going to give this to him.
And the officials mark it close to the 32-yard line. They look over at the chain gang, and they keep them on the sideline. Vikings get a stop defensively. They take over at their own 32-yard line with 9 seconds to go in the third. You do not fault Clarksville for going for it at all, trailing 39-20.
Absolutely. I think that's the right call there, but just not able to get enough. And Edco's going to get the ball back here with 9 seconds in our third quarter.
This could be the final play of our third quarter, with the Vikings leading 39-20 here. At the 32-yard line is exactly where they take over. First down and 10 yards to go. Receiver split left and right, and now Miller is the deep back out of the pistol formation behind Stagger. And on first down, 10 yards to go. Snap back to Stagger. Stagger runs it with Miller. Miller inside the 30-yard line, leans ahead, 28-yard line, picks a couple of yards, 4 on first down, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Edco trying to win the season opener. They lead Clarksville 39-20 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to Viking Football from KCTN Sports.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Evans Chiropractic. Experience hometown banking with your neighbors and friends at Farmers Savings Bank. Locations in Colesburg, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elkport, Garber, Elgin, Wadena, and Manchester. Member FDIC. Clayton County Recycling in Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, and by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. So we begin the fourth quarter. Edco again in the lead, 39-20. Clarksville actually outscoring Edco 12-7 in that third quarter. But the Vikings looking at second down, 7 yards to go. They're at the 28-yard line as they look to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they need to sustain a drive. They need to answer the score that the two scores that Clarksville's put up there.
So again, first down, actually second down as we mentioned. And in the backfield is number 5 there in Riley, also Miller. Miller gets the handoff, goes inside the 25-yard line near first down yardage to the 22-yard line. So again, Miller, last couple of plays in the backfield. That time they actually brought in Riley at a fullback to help kind of block, and actually a good job by their Stelkin on the left side as well of the line.
Yeah, running behind Stelkin, up front and putting Riley there, Connor Riley. They did a nice job opening that up and giving Miller a running lane. 7 yards gained on that 3rd and 8.
So at the 24-yard line is where they spot it. Third down and short for the Vikings. Receiver right side there in Dace Arthur. But again, Miller is the deep back out of pistol formation. And on 3rd and 2, Stagger gets the snap, and he's going to fake the handoff to Miller, trying to bring it on right end. Makes the defender miss. Give him a stiff arm. He's inside the 20-yard line, gets to the corner, then steps out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tried to dance. The partner wasn't willing, and he gave him a stiff arm there and brings it down. First and goal just short of the 10-yard line. We'll make it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Yeah, about a 12-yard gain there for Stagger, and he earns every yard. And there was another example of what he can do.
Yeah, that time used the power to get some creation. So stepped out of bounds at the 11-yard line. 11-10 left here in our fourth quarter as we are just underway in this final quarter of week number 1. We'll see Edco next week on a Thursday night special, Springville at Edco. And it is again Thursday night next week here on KCTN. Snap back to Stagger. Aaron's at right side. Miller slips the defender. Goes inside the 5-yard, down to the 1. Leans ahead, but they see his knee down before getting across the end zone. Just at maybe a blade of grass outside of the end zone. It's going to be it's first down anyway. They give him inside the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from really the 1-inch line.
Yeah, he knew he was close and reached out, and that ball popped out, but his knee hit the ground first before that ball crossed the plane.
Yeah, they don't even bring the chain crew out here. So, again, this ball is just outside of the goal line. You can't get any closer than where this ball is. And
again, all these teams go from shotgun, they go from pistol, go under center. This thing can just fall across the goal line.
Quick tap of the center's hind end, and you take it in for a 1-yard run, right?
Absolutely.
But again, they'll go out of shotgun formation. They may want to go back to Miller to let him finish off this drive. It's been the bulk of Miller's carries in this drive, but instead Stagger's going to keep it himself. Brings it right side, goes in, standing up for the score. Jack Stagger with his 6th touchdown of the game, his 4th rushing touchdown, and the Vikings lead 45-20.
Yeah, just a 1-yard scamper that time, but went in virtually untouched. So, again, kudos to those 3-4 guys up front who have been creating holes for all of these runners all night long.
Stagger, who rushed for 42 touchdowns a season ago. Moon, by the way, has rushed for 41 a season ago, but it is Stagger picking right up where he left off. Miller to try the PAT. And the PATs tonight, they have made a few of them tonight. It's been a nice addition. Spot down there by Stagger. Kick is up by Miller. High enough, long enough. Put it on the board. 10:28 to go. Edco leads 46-20. Let's take this break. Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhagen, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
So our score now 46-20. It is Jack Stagger, a 1-yard touchdown run. Miller's PAT makes it 46-20. Miller, by the way, is 4 of 5 on PATs tonight.
Yeah, he's in a nice night. After those first couple of touchdowns, they couldn't punch it in. They went to him.
So Miller to launch it away again at the 30-yard line. This one right down the middle of the field. And again, having to go back into the end zone is number 27 in Bowden Miller. It is a touchback. Notice that we didn't say anything good about the kicking off jobs that Miller has done, and he returns the favor for us with a touchback. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 15-yard line for Clarksville.
And that ball that he kicks is just driving the deep man back. So it's a nice kick, and that's a nice weapon to have. You know, hey, your opponent's going to start on the 15.
All right, couple of scores. It is Midland leading Postville at the end of the third quarter, 30-0. Clayton Ridge leads North Cedar, 56-0 at the end of the third. And also, it is Maquoketa Valley leading Starmont now in the third quarter, 41-6 in that ball game. Meanwhile, Vikings lead 46-20 here, 10.5 to go. First down, 10 yards to go. Counterplay inside with Harley Barnett. Barnett does not get to the outside. Dace Arthur, nice job helping stretch out that play defensively, along with Keegan Stelkin. Does get across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, they've tried that before and had a little bit of success there. Thought they'd go back to it, and good job by the guys on the outside sniffing that out.
So second down, 7 yards to go. This now makes it a little tougher for Clarksville because you've had a couple of big plays from Miller, but for the most part, you've had to run the football there in small chunks at a time.
Well, they like those long time-consuming drives, and right now they need a couple of quick strikes to try to get back in this and make this manageable.
So second down, closer to 7 yards to go. And again, they line up with the back to the right of the quarterback, Moon. Moon gets the snap, brings it up the middle. Moon able to get across the 20-yard line. First down across the 25-yard line. There's Dace Arthur in that area again, along with Keegan Stelkin. Dakota Hansel there. But first down yardage for Clarksville. 26-yard line, and the Indians have been certainly better this second half running the football.
Yeah, they have. They've run hard. They've run downhill. They know what lane they're trying to hit, and they hit it pretty hard. So, like I said, wearing down those three guys up front for Edco, getting into that secondary with the linebackers.
So, again, first down, 10 yards to go for Clarksville. But here's the thing. We're going to approach the 9-minute mark as this play continues. First down, 10 yards to go. High snap to Moon. Gives it to Miller. Miller will hit the line of scrimmage, but he's able to get ahead. Short of the 30-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on first down. We may have a Viking, and that may be Stelkin there. He cramping up, I believe. So Stelkin will check out, and into the game will be number 62, and that will be Maddox Smeltzer. 62, correction, Brady Tyne. Sorry, I was reading 52.
Yeah, Brady Tyne, because Stelkin's cramping up, and I think Arthur was off there. So Cooper Brown is in there. Arthur's also got a little bit of cramping going on.
And a 4-yard gain there on first down. So this drive, basically about 2 minutes old, and they've moved from the 15-yard line to the 29-yard line.
And the back judge is already counting, and they're not at the line yet.
So they hustle to the line of scrimmage. Snap back to Moon, and there's a flag as he dropped it, but it bounced right back to him. Got a nice bounce there, but again, it is a false start by Clarksville. So they hurried up to the line of scrimmage. They knew time was running out, and because of the rush, they'll move back 5 yards.
Yeah, they've been pushing that edge, and they want to do that. They want to have some ball control. They want to run the clock, but that's when they're leading, and right now they want to move the ball quick and get downfield.
So second down, 13 yards to go, and back to the 24-yard line. So again, over 2 minutes, and now you've only moved 9 yards. But the Vikings have no problem with that. Straight backs in the backfield there. And there's the snap to Moon. Moon brings it up the middle. He's got some running room across the 30-yard line, near first down yardage to about the 35-yard line. He's only going to be a yard short, but a 12-yard pickup on that play. And a good run there by Moon. And they may give him first down on that. Our officials,
all of a sudden, they moved that ball. We had the guy on this side had it a little short. The guy on the other side had it a little long.
So now they'll bring out the unsung heroes of Friday Night Football. It's our first call to the chain gang tonight. And again, they will, for our first measurement of the season tonight. And this is interesting because you're right, there was a different spot. And they'll bring it to the middle of the field there. And I believe it's going to be just short, perhaps. They're going to stretch things out there. Boy, it may be. I mean, if we had a guy that wasn't blocking our view, we could tell you one of the judge linemen is blocking our view, and now we can see that it is just short.
About a football length. It's a little short, so they're going to have to reset here and go third down, but that'll start the clock once again.
Yep.
So Clarksville's got to be ready to go here.
So again, third down. Yeah, you'd think at some point maybe the Indians would start to go hurry up a bit. I mean, I know it is the season opener. I haven't had a lot of time to maybe work on that, but they are up to the line of scrimmage rather quickly here. And it's a low snap. Moon bobbles it, but he picks it up for first down yardage. Good handle there. Inside Edco territory to the 39-yard line. Picks up 6 yards, and Moon's athleticism just creating that play.
Yeah, he's just able to scoop that up off the ground and dive through that pile of bodies, and he ended up on top.
So 1st and 10 for Clarksville. Inside 8 minutes left here in our fourth quarter. And again, it's a situation there that the Clarksville up to the line of scrimmage, maybe a more pep in their step here. And on first down, 10 yards to go. Moon is going to hand it right side. It is Bowden Miller, but slips trying to cut back. He'll lose yardage because of that slip. He couldn't get to the edge. That was defensed well. Stelkin back into the ball game on the left side, was able to force the cut, and it's a loss of yardage back to the 12-yard line.
Yep, he's going to back him up a couple of yards here, and, you know, the thing that I still, if you're the Vikings, yes, they're moving the ball, and you want to correct that, but that clock just continues to run, and Clarksville's slow getting the plays out there. The back judge has been counting almost every play. They just aren't managing this clock.
And it's second down, 12 yards to go. They're still in their own territory, though they are near midfield. And again, a tight formation. And they snap back to Moon. Moon brings it left side. Moon has got some open room as he brings it across the 30-yard line. Cuts back inside. Slips a tackle by Dace Arthur at the 20, but gets down to the 16-yard line. One of the few times tonight that Moon has gotten out into the open. And now he's got a cramping issue there. And this is kind of cool. One of the Vikings helping stretch him out.
Absolutely.
I believe it's Keegan Stelkin. Stelkin's like, I've been there. I've done that. And then the officials say we can kind of help him out there. All right, they're going to take a timeout. The officials stop play. 6:56 left in the fourth. It is, again, 46-20, but the Indians driving.
Need a little pick-me-up? Make your next stop the Store Romaine and Coffee Bar in Monona. Whether you're craving a perfectly crafted coffee or one of our refreshing, flavor-packed Lotus Energy drinks, we've got something to brighten your day. And don't just grab your drink and go. Take a look around. The Store Romaine is filled with unique gifts, beautiful home decor, seasonal finds, and plenty of reasons to treat yourself. So come sip, shop, and discover something new at the Store Romaine and Coffee Bar in Monona, your local stop for a little bit of everything.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood, Delhi, and Oldwine. Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Bacon Concrete in Postville. Furniture Showcase in Oldwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. And Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. Welcome back to Clarksville. Sorry we missed it. Late coming back from the break. Bowden Miller lined up at Wildcat, brings it right side, able to slip through off the right side, goes in for the score. Clarksville finishes off the drive, back within 46-26 with 6:43 to go.
Yeah, just a direct snap. It was a little low again coming out of the center, but scoops that up and able to scramble to the outside and score. And they're lined up here. Moon's back out there now after the cramping issue.
Yeah, he sent out that play as they went Wildcat. Moon runs it right side, trying to run the option. It's blowing up quickly. Miller and Stagger meet in the backfield. Bring him back for a loss at the 5-yard line. The conversion fails. 6:43 left in the fourth. It is again Edco leading 46-26. Let's take this break.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
So it's 46-26. Clarksville able to take a drive, and they end up going a total of 65 yards. It is a 13-yard run by Bowden Miller, and the conversion run failed. So it's now 46-26 here in, once again, our fourth quarter. And to launch it away again is Lemke. Lemke, a very short kick. Miller catches it on the fly at the 30-yard line. He'll bring it across the 35-yard line and leans ahead to the 38-yard line. Good starting position for the Vikings, leading by 20. The good news is for Clarksville, you scored. The bad news is it took you 4 minutes on that drive.
Yeah, that was a long drive. They finished it off with a touchdown. That's a positive for them, but Edco was fine watching them run clock, and they're going to be patient here on offense as well. Let that clock run.
Well, Clarksville, Moon only threw 34 passes a season ago, so they only averaged 3-4 passes a ball game. It is a team built to run and built to try to play with the lead. That's been the problem tonight. They have trailed the entire night. First down, 10 yards to go. Receiver split left and right. Stagger runs the football. It is Miller hit in the backfield. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, if at all. Number 42, Corbin Myers back there. Number 22 as well, Harley Barnett. The Vikings still unable to get anything going there up front. They've been able to get to the edge, but up the middle it's been tough. A loss of a yard.
Yeah, they haven't found that guy who's been able to consistently pound the middle of that line up front, and that's something they're going to have to work on.
6-minute mark of our fourth quarter. Vikings' biggest lead of this ball game was 31 points. They are lead by 20 right now. Second down, 11 yards to go. Same formation, receiver split left and right. Stagger is going to run it with Miller, and it's a stretch play. Miller breaks a tackle. He's inside the 30-yard line, cuts in the middle of the field, and Miller's going to take it to the house. Strolls in for the score. Touchdown, got it. It is Jaden Miller, a 43-yard run for the score, and the Vikings quickly answer, doubling up Clarksville now, 52-26.
That was a hard run by Miller. Once he got through that first tackle, he had to break a couple of more guys in the second wave, and once he got in the open, you could just see, put his head down, use his speed. He's a sprinter on the track team, so he's able to get out and get some green.
And now he'll try the PAT after that touchdown run. Stagger to hold, 5:50 left in the third. And again, Stagger looks back at Miller, ready to go. Let's take the snap. Spot is down, kick is up, high enough, long enough, and it is good. Just tucked inside the right upright. 5:50 left here in the fourth. Vikings on their way, leading 53-26.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're well living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life. So it's now 53-26. Jaden Miller, 43-yard touchdown run. Miller's PAT puts the Vikings up by 27. 5:50 to go here in our fourth quarter. Jaden Miller to launch it away again from the 30-yard line. Miller, good high kick, middle of the field. It is Bowden Miller coming out to the 5-yard line. Bobbles it, but he'll have a return. Brings it up the middle to the 20-yard line. Bounces to the outside 30-yard line where Jaden Miller meets him there at the 37-yard line. 39-yard line, they push it there. First down, 10 yards to go. Jaden Miller tackling Bowden Miller. And the Indians take over good field position at their own 39-yard line, just short of midfield.
Yeah, great field position here, but we talked about their last drive. It was a long 4 or 5 minute drive. They've got 5.5 minutes here to work with. They got to be a little more efficient if they want to try to get back in this.
Another score. North Pickett Valley has scored against Independence again. That is 28-14. That ball game is in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Moon running the football across midfield, 40-yard line, gets to the 39-yard line, picks up 2. It is second down and 8 yards to go. And we mentioned Maquoketa Valley leading big. Crestwood leads MFL Marmac big, 50-0. That's at the end of the third quarter there.
Wow. Early in the year, we're going to see some of those lopsided scores.
And second down, 8 yards to go. Crestwood is Class 2A. MFL Marmac and Crestwood a few years ago, that was a great matchup. I mean, both teams are usually playoff bound, so it was always a good early season matchup they've played the last few years. But MFL Marmac trying to get back to that. Been a couple of years, but again, a heck of a run they had from 2018 through basically 2025. Second down, 8 yards to go. They run it again. Bowden Miller. Miller brings it up the middle, 35-yard line down to the 34-yard line inside 5 minutes left in the fourth. And it's a good run there to bring up third down manageable for Clarksville. And now Bowden Miller coming up hobbling there, and he may have the same situation. He's going to check out there, and it's a cramping issue.
Yeah, we're going to see more and more of this, like I said, as this game dwindles down. But just that hydration factor and, try to stay ahead.
And how about this? Miller goes to the sideline and then turns around and comes back. He was hobbling to the sideline, but apparently got stretched out enough to come back into the game.
Apparently. I'm not sure.
And he brought the play in from the sideline. All right, third down, 4 yards to go. Snap back to Moon. Moon brings it left side, first down, inside the 30-yard line, and that will be a fresh set of downs for Clarksville. But again, trailing now by 27 points. Vikings have no problem not giving up a big play here. It's the key for the Vikings defensively.
Yeah, they don't want to give up big play. You really don't want to give up points, but you've got some cushion built in there. But keeping that clock running, keep them in bounds, that's the big thing right now.
Connor Riley, by the way, into the tackle. The Vikings have gotten solid games tonight from their linebacking crew, and it's, again, a very athletic, speedy group. First down, 10 yards to go. Exactly at the 30-yard line is where Clarksville has the ball. And on first down, 10 yards to go, they're going to run it with Miller. Miller, left side, 25-yard line, follows that left hash mark, falls ahead to the 23-yard line. 7-yard pickup. And Miller, who only rushed for 400 yards a season ago, they're expecting bigger things from him. And he's had a heck of a night so far for them running the football.
Yeah, he's got over 150 yards on the night, and you compare that with Moon, who's also over 150. He got over 300 yards out of those two guys.
And again, Clarksville figures to be a team in the mix in their district. I know they still have, Don Bosco in there. And you have, again, Gladbrook Rhinebeck.
Yep, Collins Maxwell in there. Yeah, there's a lot of teams in there, but they're still one of the more favored teams in that district.
Bosco and Gladbrook Rhinebeck, there may be a cut above everybody. Moon, left side, bounces to the 10-yard line, drags the defender ahead. Stelkin trying to bring him down. Finally, there's 4 Vikings that bring him down as he rolls ahead to near the 5-yard line. A good run of about 17 yards, but you would say maybe 9 of them with 4 Edco defenders trying to bring him down?
Hanging on him, you bet.
So first and goal for Clarksville. Stelkin checks out. We're inside 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And again, Clarksville has been impressive this second half offensively.
Well, and there's a lot of second-teamers in there, guys getting some minutes. So, they've changed things up a little bit. But, yes, their running game has been much improved.
So first and goal to the 5-yard line. Moon brings it left side, cuts back over the middle, and Moon strolls in for the score. So a quick answer by, again, the Clarksville Indians. 2.5 to go. Now 53-32.
Yeah, that's going to go down as another 5-yard touchdown run, but a hard run that time, mainly Moon and Miller. And you got those two guys going. This is a tough team. They just got behind tonight, not able to fight back.
Fell down early in this ball game, 19-0 in this game, and just have never been able to overcome that deficit all night long. So here's your conversion attempt. 2 receivers lined up to the right side here. And on the conversion, snap to Moon. Moon bobbled it for a second, throws on a slant play over the middle. Back of the end zone, open was his receiver, number 5 in Landon Anfinson, but just in and out of his hands near the pylon behind the goalpost. So the conversion fails. 2:29 to go. Vikings look to put on the finishing touches, leading 53-32.
As you're bringing in the harvest this fall, remember to watch for overhead power lines.
A safety tip from Iowa's electric cooperatives.
If you snag a power line, remain inside your vehicle and if possible, back away from the hazard. If your equipment catches fire, jump clear and avoid vehicle and ground contact. Call 911 and your local electric company immediately. And train your crew on these risks and procedures too.
Iowa's electric cooperatives want you to be safe and productive this fall.
Alameda Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood, Delhi, and Oldwine. Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi. Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. Bacon Concrete in Postville. Furniture Showcase in Oldwine. Lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. And Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa. To launch it away, there is Miller. Line drive kick, and quickly right into the hands of Carter Knipper, who caught it chest level, falls down right at the 40-yard line. That's where they take over. 2:28 to go. Clarksville trailing here by a score of 53-32. Vikings will certainly be pleased winning their season opener tonight. Special teams, huge in this ball game tonight. You know what you have in Jack Stager. Obviously, Jaden Miller has been running the ball here in the second half. But the Vikings giving up 32 points in this ball game, that's kind of been a rarity for them the last couple of seasons.
Well, and you're going against a good team here. Clarksville has been ranked in some of the preseason polls. But, yeah, that's a lot of points to give up if you're thinking we want to be back in the quarterfinals or beyond.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Vikings. Jaden Miller isn't at quarterback now, and Miller's going to bring it left side, trying to get around the edge. He does. 40-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Good pursuit there by number 82, Noah Sturkin, for Clarksville, but he runs out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That'll stop the clock. And the big thing, and like any team in 8-man, you've just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about there were some subs in that last defensive set. There's a few subs in there on this offensive set. They're just trying to, stave off any kind of injuries.
Yeah,
right
unless you're Don Bosco or Gladbrook Rhinebeck, there's not a lot of depth in the 8-man game.
Not really.
So
they play 8-man for a reason.
Yep, second down, 5 yards to go. After Miller scampered around left end for 5 yards. Back to Miller. He runs a football with Knipper. Knipper, maybe a yard inside the 35-yard line. Clock continues to run. I don't believe that Clarksville will start to burn timeouts here.
I don't think so.
I think they're going to let this kind of play out, as it's going to be third down, 5 yards to go. So Jack Stager with a huge game tonight. No surprise there. He has rushed for 4 touchdowns, and he has actually rushed for 5 touchdowns, I believe. Is that right?
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns, and actually returned 2 punts.
2 punts for touchdowns as well. Jaden Miller's got himself a couple of touchdowns as well.
Yeah, so been a good night for Edco, putting up 53 points in our season opener. 145 and counting. Vikings would just have to get a first down here and get out of here with a road win to start the season. And Knipper is behind the running back there, or the quarterback rather, in Miller. Miller going to bring it right side, trying to get around right end. He does. 30-yard line, cuts inside. First down yardage inside the 30-yard line. Believe he stopped short. I actually got the first down, but I believe he did not get out of bounds. Back to the 28-yard line, and it appears the Vikings should be able to take snaps. I don't think he got out of bounds there. And
we'll see if they wind it up here. But
no word yet from the official. So must have got out of bounds, huh?
Must have. They didn't wind it.
All right. So first down, 10 yards to go. Let's see if the Vikings continue to run an offensive play. They may look at this saying, we've got a chance here to try to get some kids into the end zone, some playing time perhaps.
Absolutely.
And another score to pass along. North Fayette Valley leads Independence 35-14 midway through the third quarter. Clayton Ridge beats North Cedar tonight 68-8. Meanwhile, before this ball is snapped, everybody off sides. It was false starting there, Connor Riley, and then everybody else went out of bounds, or went on the jump there. And it is a penalty against Edco, and that'll make it first down, 15 yards to go as we played 1 second.
That's Edco's 5th penalty. They had 30 yards tonight. Clarksville ended up with 9 penalties, 60 yards. That's a lot.
A little more than you'd like in the season opener. I think, Edco, you live with those 5 penalties tonight, that being number 5 right there, especially in the season opener. But as we always say, you make these mistakes in week number 4 or 5, you're having yourself a long season. First down, 15 yards to go. Miller's going to run it left side, gets down to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up a couple of yards. And again, it is Sturkin on the open field tackle, picks up 3, second down, 13 yards to go. And the clock is now going to be stopped here.
I think there's a...
Yeah, the official looks over the score. It looks at
like,
the...
wind this thing
Yeah,
up.
let's keep it rolling here. So Edco can kneel it out if they choose. And I believe they are going to go to the victory formation. So they realize that Clarksville's not going to stop the clock. Second down, 13 yards to go. Indians know they have a second half to build off of. Edco knows that they start the season here with another win, as they have had 3 consecutive undefeated regular seasons, 2 consecutives. They're trying to get their 3rd one here. There's the snap back to Stager. He's in to take that snap, takes a knee, and they'll have to do it one more time to bring our game to an end. So Edco here putting up some good offensive numbers, but the special teams play was huge. And they host Springville. We'll see them next Thursday night for that game. And third down, 16 yards to go, but Stager take a snap. He does it, takes a knee, and the game comes to an end. Vikings put up 19 points in the opening quarter to grab control, and Clarksville kept at a distance the rest of the way. Vikings win their season opener by a final score of 53-32. Edco 1-0, Clarksville 0-1. We'll take a break. Game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to Viking Football from KCTN Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturday.
From season openers to championship moments, Alpine keeps you connected to every play. Whether you're streaming the big game on Fusion TV Plus, posting high school highlights with fiber internet, catching up with family and friends through your home or mobile phone, or protecting what matters most with Alpine Security, Alpine Communications keeps you connected. We're proud to support local student athletes because strong communities start with strong connections. Click alpinecom.net or call 245-4000 for the win.
Over the past years, Central State Bank has invested in numerous programs and organizations dedicated to the education and enrichment of young people in our area. Athletics and the arts, vocational education, and youth club activities. Because Central State Bank is more than a bank, we're your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, your business partners. And these kids represent the future of our community. Trust your finances to a bank that invests in you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Edco Football is brought to you in part by Bloom's Flowers, Gifts, and More in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Sub Drains in Strawberry Point, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Hochschild Logging in Farmersburg, Rockflyer Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Welcome back to Clarksville. Again, our final score, Edco wins 53-32. Jack Stager led them offensively, 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 punt returns, and we'll go through the totals in just a moment. Let's update you real quick on the score. Central leads West Central 30-8 in the third quarter. Crestwood leads MFL Marmac 50-0 at the end of 3. Midland leads Postville 30-0 at the end of 3. Clayton Ridge defeats North Cedar tonight 68-8. North Fayette Valley leads Independence 35-14 now in the third quarter, and Maquoketa Valley defeating Starmont tonight by a final score of 48-6. Vikings win 53-32. We're joined by their head coach. We'll be joined by their head coach, Alex Hanna, in just a bit, but we're joined once again here now by Coach Hammond. Let's go through the individual totals, starting for the Vikings.
All right, the Vikings will start on the ground. Jack Steger, 15 carries, 178 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. Jaden Miller, 12 carries, 95 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Carter Knipper carried 8 times, 7 yards. 35 carries, 280 yards for the Vikings tonight. In the air, Jack Steger was 5 of 11. That was 71 yards. His number one target, Dace Arthur, 3 catches, 44 yards. Jaden Miller, 1 catch for 19 yards. And Connor Riley, 1 catch for 8 yards. So 71 yards in the air, 280 yards on the ground. That's 351 yards of offense for the Vikings tonight.
Clarksville actually more offense than Edco tonight.
Yeah, Clarksville outgained the Vikings tonight. We'll start with Nathan Moon. He had 37 carries, 192 yards, 3 touchdowns. Bowden Miller, he had 13 carries, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. Noah Moon had that 1 carry, lost a yard. And Harley Barnett had 3 carries, 11 yards, 54 carries, 379 yards on the ground. 1 completion in the air on 7 attempts for Nathan Moon. That was a 12-yard catch by Barnett. So that gives us 391 yards of offense for the Clarksville Indians.
All right, so again, our final score is 53-32. We continue our post game. Quickly here up to talk to us is Edco football coach Alex Hanna. Coach, first off here today, let's talk about Jack Stagger. This is something that you knew, again, coming back, no surprise there. 4 rushing touchdowns and 2 huge special teams returns.
Yeah, there's very few people are as explosive as he is and who sees the field as well as he does. So definitely a positive there for sure, Dan.
All right, 178 yards is what he ends up rushing for in this ball game tonight. Still looking for a compliment in the running game, aren't you?
Yeah, I think we figured a few things out later in the game. Personnel-wise, we're still trying some things out. This is bound to happen when you lose a tailback like Carson last year that just carried the load for us. So we're going to go back to the drawing board with the running game a little bit. We thought we had a little something going there, and their defense was just so physical. I mean, they really, really played well on defense, and they had us kind of second guessing what our schemes are and what our where we want to get to with stuff. So credit to them. They just weren't as explosive as we were, and we knew that going into the game.
All right, and obviously Jaden Miller ends up rushing for 95 yards and finding ways to get him more involved.
Yeah. I think when Jaden got back there, we got a little bit of spark back. We got a little bit of spark back, so that's good. Having that double threat there, but they. Credit to them. They just really, really took some of the stuff we wanted to do away. And I was proud, in the third quarter there, we kind of tucked our tails a little bit, it felt like. And then in the fourth quarter, we came right back out and we got right back up again. And we drove the ball and scored again. So it's a good game. We're not at all happy with how we played in the game, but you can't be disappointed, beating a top 10 team
right
on the road in the first game of the season. You can't be mad about it, but we got a lot of stuff to work on.
Well, and the big thing is, I think defensively, you certainly saw a very strong first half, and then they dealt with a lot of power runs in the second half there. A couple of big plays, but really Clarksville really had to earn things.
Yeah. The number 27, the Miller kid, he's just so fast, and all it takes is one little hole for him to squeak through, and he did that a couple times. Our eyes kind of got a little lost in the second half at the linebacker position. We're not following our keys all the time, so you can't be a step slow against a kid that's as quick as him. But I am happy that we did not roll over and let them just do whatever they wanted. The Moon kid, what did he have? Average 5 yards carry, 6 yards carry maybe?
Yeah, 37 rushes, 192 yards.
I'm totally fine with that. Yeah. A kid like him, absolutely.
All right, now Springville start district play next week. What do you know about the Orioles?
They graduated a lot. I honestly don't know a ton about them. This has been the focus this week, obviously. But we're definitely happy to be back home again next week, Thursday night game. Springville's they looked really, really good against Iowa Valley in the first quarter. I think they were tied in the first quarter with Iowa Valley, and I think Iowa Valley is one of the better teams in Iowa. An 8-man, so they definitely have some some positives, but we're gonna watch tape and just see what we can do.
All right, Coach. We'll talk to you before that ball game next Thursday night. Good way to start the year.
Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot.
Edco victorious by a final score of 53-32. We'll take a break. When we continue, we'll wrap things up here from Clarksville here in what is week number 1 of the high school football season. That and more when our post game continues after this.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Ready for internet that can keep up with your household? Stream it, game on it, work from home, connect every device, all with fast, reliable fiber internet from Northeast Iowa Telephone. We've spent more than a century connecting Northeast Iowa, and now we're growing into a name that better fits the communities we serve. Coming this fall, NEAT becomes Tributary Communications. It's a new name, not a new company. Same local people, same reliable connection, and an exciting new chapter. NEAT is becoming Tributary Communications.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Welcome back once again here to Clarksville. It is Edco victorious. Final score 53-32. Jack Steger rushes for 4 touchdowns, 2-punt returns for touchdowns. In a top 10 matchup, 2 playoff teams from a season ago. Vikings win 53-32, put up 19 points in the first quarter. And again, that pretty much was as close as Clarksville would get the rest of the way. They pulled within 39-20, but Edco had an answer when Clarksville scored in the second half.
Well, and I think Clarksville, they're going to be a good ball club going down the road. They're going to be all right, but they're used to playing from ahead, not behind. And, they aren't built for quick scores and, fast scores. They just want to methodically grind you into the ground. And they're going to find some teams that they can do that to this season. So don't look down upon this loss. That was a good football game for both of these teams.
And remember, there's always the chance these teams could play again.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it works out that way.
Yeah, that'd be a cool matchup. I know Edco would rather have it at their place, but a good game tonight by both these teams.
And again, Edco, you have some pieces you're looking to kind of find out where they go, so you kind of look at some different things there. We'll see them against Springville. I think you expect them to take another step up next week in the ball game, but they certainly are still the team to beat in their district. Meanwhile, for Clarksville, again, in a district that includes Bosco and Gladbrook-Rhinebeck, they figure to be in the mix. What should be a good physical team, as Coach Hanna described.
Yeah, they're going to have to contend with the speed of Gladbrook-Rhinebeck, but their physicality is going to catch some people off guard.
All right, scores as we continue to update you here. I want to pass along the scores that we have for you so far. We mentioned that Maquoketa Valley was victorious tonight as they won over Starmont by a final score of 48-6. At last report, they had an injury there in the third quarter of that Central game, so there was a stoppage of play. Central leads West Central 30-8 late in the third quarter. North Fayette Valley leads Independence 35-20. They're in the third quarter of that ball game. Crestwood beats MFL Marmac tonight 50-0. Midland over Postville tonight by a final score of 43-8. And Clayton Ridge defeated North Cedar tonight by a final score of 68-8. I believe we got all the scores in there, right?
That's everything, yep.
All right, so next week, Thursday and Friday football on KCTN. Thursday night, Springville and Edco. Countdown to kickoff begins at 6:30. Game time at 7 o'clock. Then Friday nights, it's in Monona. Clayton Ridge and MFL Marmac. Countdown to kickoff begins at 6. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Both those games on KCTN FM 100. Live video streamed on KCTN.com. And we apologize tonight for the camera during commercials there. Just a little tweaking that's got to be done. And we just absolutely love technology.
It's our first game of the season, too.
And I think for the first game, things went really well for everybody tonight.
Absolutely.
Nobody got injured. That's always a good thing as well. So we'll see you Thursday night, Coach.
Yep, we'll be there.
Again, Edco victorious 53-32, the final score. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. Thanks to Ty Keenan for running our camera here tonight at Clarksville, and also thanks to Caitlin Mussman for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com and click on the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.